the world and no Jew. I'm standing here for my Keith that is still a hostage, and for all the hostages that are still there. We need to bring them home now.
Ceasefire talks continue. President-elect Trump extending the olive branch to Panama while feuding about fees to pass through the Panama Canal.
President-elect Donald Trump announced his pick for U.S. ambassador to Panama. Trump named Miami-Dade County Commissioner Kevin Marino Cabrera as his choice for the position.
Fox's Chanley Painter. America's listening to Fox News.
What is the Safe Haven Law? In New Mexico, you can bring your infant up to 90 days old to any Safe Haven site without fear of being criminally charged. This includes hospitals, fire stations, and police departments. Monica Kelsey, founder of Safe Haven Baby Boxes, has worked diligently to provide 3 baby box locations for your convenience. Hobbs's Baby Box is at Fire Station 1, 301 East White Street. Carlsbad's Baby Box is at Fire Department Station 1, 401 South Jalagueno Street. Roswell's Baby Box is at their Central Fire Station, 200 South Richardson Avenue. Remember, if you can't make it to one of these Safe Haven Baby Box locations, you can take your infant to any hospital, police department, or fire station. No shame, no blame, and no names. Visit shbb.org for more information.
This Christmas, step into the magic of the season at Carlsbad Floral and Gifts, located at 908 West Pierce Street in Carlsbad. Discover our exquisite selection of ornaments, garlands, wreaths, cozy Christmas pajamas, candles, stocking stuffers, and so many more treasures to make your holidays unforgettable. When you shop locally with us, you're not just finding the perfect gifts, you're supporting our Carlsbad families and community. Merry Christmas from all of us at Carlsbad Floral and Gifts to you and yours. Stop by today at 908 West Pierce Street in Carlsbad.
Honey, what are you doing? It's 4 a.m.
Well, I'm making a big breakfast for you and the kids. We got to get going this morning. It's a long drive to Midland Airport.
I booked our flights out of our airport here in Hobbs. It's in town, not in Texas.
Well, you want some toast?
Is that strawberry?
Organic boysenberry.
I'm going back to bed.
Love you.
Flying in and out of Hobbs gives you more time and less stress. So when it's time to fly, you gotta fly Hobbs.
Eat, shop, stay, and play in Hobbs during the 65th annual Hobbs Holiday Basketball Tournament. Thursday, December 26th through Saturday, the 28th. Help welcome teams from all over New Mexico and Texas to the Ralph Tasker Arena at Hobbs High. Purchase advance tickets online at hobbsschools.net/athletics/tickets. The Hobbs Holiday Tournament is sponsored by the Hobbs Chamber of Commerce and Hobbs Municipal Schools, and paid for by Hobbs Lodgers Tax.
For a working man, protection on the job is always first priority. But when it comes to clothes, safety shouldn't compromise style and comfort. And thanks to Wrangler flame-resistant apparel, it doesn't have to. Now the same Wrangler style and comfort you love comes with the protection you need. And with a product guarantee for the life of the garment, they'll take the heat off of any job you take on. Stop by Benny's Western Store in Artesia or Carlsbad to try on some Wrangler flame-resistant apparel today. For the right work clothes, think inside the closet.
In need of environmental services? Having trouble getting your state lease reclamation approved? JBW Solutions is a veteran-owned company that is dedicated to proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas with quality environmental services. JBW Solutions specializes in state lease reclamations and compliance reporting and approval, including project management, environmental tech support, soil sampling, and more. Contact them at 860-460-4398 and like them on Facebook.
At Coffee Drilling LLC, they offer a wide range of drilling services from small domestic water to agricultural and monitor wells. In addition to mud and rotary drilling, Coffee Drilling offers services to pre-existing wells as well as troubleshooting of pumps and all control systems. Call Coffee Drilling today to schedule your routine maintenance or see about an upgrade to your water system. Call 505-270-1767. That's 505-270-1767. Coffee Drilling LLC, over 20 years experience and serving all of Hobbs, Lovington, and Eunice.
At Caveman Spray Foam Insulation, they can help you with all your insulation needs. Whether it be a new build or remodel or that old metal shop, they've got you covered. Certified and with over 12 years combined experience, there is nothing that can't be insulated. With free quotes available and serving all of Eddy, Lee, and Chavez counties in New Mexico, with a service available in West Texas, call the pros today at Caveman Spray Foam Insulation, 575-361-2228. If it can be sprayed, we'll spray it.
Southeast New Mexico weather.
As we go down the 285, we go into Roswell, 60 degrees this afternoon, and 62 degrees in Carlsbad, and 59 degrees in Lovington at Radio Studios. In fact, tomorrow's temperatures lower 60s on Friday. For W105 FM, I'm meteorologist Ron Roberts.
Your country plays on W105.
About time. It is about time. Yeah.
I'm out standing in the sunrise with the case of the early morning shade.
You ready to rock?
Be in the Breakfast Club, broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain Gods studio. Text line at 877-396-W105. Powered by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer. Question of the day brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa dealer.
Hi, I'm Alexa. This is my favorite morning show. But these guys top funny.
The new and improved Be in the Breakfast Club. Now including Monica and Blake.
It's like I've got the winning ticket in my pocket.
Listening to anything else is like guessing your sister. You.
You sick bastard! Look at this! This is a wake-up call, all right? Fine, I got it. Done.
Who's ready for a show up?
Wait, what day is today?
Today is Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday's bad for me.
Thursday's perfect.
I don't know if you've worked with one of these. We call it a microphone.
Just let me know when I'm on, all right?
I don't know who you are.
Well, I'm something of a famous radio personality.
That sounds like a very familiar voice.
Are we ready?
It's time for a great day.
Showtime.
Wait, that sounded like Tom. You might know me. I'm a very famous radio guy.
Yes.
Hey, don't I get that discount or a free meal?
Howdy.
Hey, baby, que paso? Don't act like you've never done it before.
Every day he does.
Oh, you don't know me? Huh. Everybody knows me. I'm the big round sound. Tom A.
If you can get the work, it works, baby.
If you can get the work, it works. Whatever the hell that meant. It is another day in paradise already, 7 minutes after the hour 7. It's one of those days that in radio, no show prep available for the next couple days and the beginning of next week and the end of next week. So you got those 2 weeks where no show prep, so it's all on us. And I kind of missed the show prep this morning.
Yeah.
And, there's not much going on in news. So,
No, I found a
so
few.
Tom, what did you Tom, what did you do for Christmas?
Nothing. I just binged out on the TV.
Binged out on the TV. So what did you watch?
Well, it's Zoe Saldana, and you guys got to watch. It's called From Scratch. She plays a role where she falls in love with an Italian guy, goes to Italy, they fall in love, they form a family. He dies, and she goes back to Italy. And
he binged the Hallmark.
Wait. Haven't you watched that before?
Not that
it
one.
It sounds like a movie that you already.
Did you watch Santa's Christmas?
I didn't watch Santa's Christmas.
What about Santa's Cousin?
Nope.
No, From Scratch.
Yeah, From Scratch. That's it. I just rest. I just need to rest.
So that's one of 4 plots on Hallmark Channel?
I didn't watch Hallmark.
Oh my God! Talk about a chick flick. Are you kidding me?
The series was so good, kind of like, Billy Bob and Landman and the others.
Yeah.
No.
Like that.
BS.
You just get hooked on it, man. That's all there is to it.
This is a chick flick. This is a
wait.
love story. Let me give it to you in a nutshell.
What?
One of the reviews: touching, bittersweet, and romantic.
Aww.
So is it a series or a movie?
No, it was
I think it's a movie.
No,
it's a series.
Oh, it's a series.
Great series, great show.
What streaming service?
How many episodes?
They had 14.
Is it 14 episodes?
Yeah, it was a 4-season show.
Because I only see 8.
Yeah. Well, it might have been 8. I don't know, but it was good.
Yeah, it's 8.
So it's
Yeah,
2
it was in the
seasons.
neighborhood.
2 seasons show.
I think I'll pass on that. I think I did watch the new episode of Landman.
I didn't watch
but
that one.
I think I'll pass on that one, Tom. Yeah. It sounds like a chick flick, and it might like boost my estrogen level to as high as yours. I think I'm going to pass.
Well, just got hooked. I didn't even eat, to tell you the truth.
From scratch. Okay.
From scratch. I did eat my
You
pink,
watched
my
a
pink
show
elephant
about
gift.
you watched a show about cooking and eating, and you didn't eat.
Well, I ate my pink elephant stuff.
Yeah.
My pistachios. I ate my
You had
pistachio.
your pinky on stuff?
Pink elephant gift.
So we did a white elephant gift exchange Monday, and
Ah.
Tom ended up with some pistachios and what were the other things?
That was
It
it.
was like a trail mix. No, there were several.
Was there?
Yeah.
I haven't eaten them yet.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me tell you what I've been eating. Cheesecake.
Uh-oh.
But I went to the gym today for about 2.5 hours, Tom, so I
Listen,
ain't worried about it.
Before we
I went
moved
while I
past,
walked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at yours and me's Facebook pictures, which, by the way, you looked very tender playing Santa.
Tender.
Oh.
It was cute.
And you know, some of the chicks thought I was being naughty because I was like, I know you've been naughty. I know. I can see by the look in your eye that you have a naughty tendency. I'm just saying, knock it
Listen.
off.
It was sweet. I thought that was really sweet of you. And we also were like intrigued by the pig, like the pig that they just set out on the table.
Oh, y'all had a
Please
pig picking?
Tell me more.
You roasted a pig?
Y'all had a pig picking?
Yeah, they
So,
had one. I guess
yeah.
it was at Wee's parents, and then there was another one at Wee's friends.
You've never been to a pig
Yeah.
picking?
So
I remember my dad
it's
killing
called
pigs when I was
lechon.
little. It's called what?
Yeah, it's called lechon, and what they do is they stuff the pig with onions and garlic, and then they sew it back up, and then they stick a pipe from its rear end all the way to its mouth, and then of course they put some Crisco first before they stick the pipe.
Oh God.
And then they actually put like oil on the pig, and then slowly we pay somebody to roast the pig.
Sure.
Slowly turn on the coals, and they do that all night, and for about 6 hours, and then they bring you your pig, and so they cooked shrimp, meatballs, they had noodles, lumpia, you name it, they had it. And so we had a good, and then we had cheesecake for me and all kind of cakes, and so we had a good time.
Good.
But yeah, that's called that is the national food of the Philippines is the roasted pig.
Wow.
They had apple
And
in its mouth?
then
It
they
didn't.
no apple. Yeah. Then they also make these things where they take the small bananas and they cut them, and then they stuff those with pork meat, and then fry them like that. And those are awesome too. So
Wow.
So if you go to the South, they'll do a pit and they'll throw a pig in it. It's called a pig
Correct.
picking.
yeah.
Yeah. Or like
Yeah.
up north,
I mean-
they call them matanzas. Like
Yeah.
where they like kill a pig, like
Well,
whatever.
in Louisiana they call that the boucherie,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
killing of the pig. So
Boucherie.
they the bush
The
bush
boucherie.
boucherie
That's where the French comes in.
bush bush
The boucherie.
boucherie. Tom.
That's cool.
So all was good. Santa was good getting her done. And after about an hour in that costume was brutal.
Oh, I
It was
bet.
thick. And man, I was sweating. After about an hour, we ran out of candy. It's tough to tell kids, you know, I'd say, hey, take one, and they take a whole handful.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm not they ain't got. Most of them haven't had candy, so I'm not gonna kill them about that.
Right.
So we gave up money. And Monica, I didn't hit you up for Cash App because we didn't do. I was telling Blake, 2 factions of the people that got together to help us last year, they are not friends anymore. So 2 groups of we's friends, and it's sad because we used to all go out and have a great time. They are not friends anymore. Something happened and they're not friends anymore. So we just didn't have the help. So we bought rice and stuff and went out to the people we knew that needed it.
Right.
But we didn't do it as a bigger scale like we did last year. So hopefully next year we can get some people together and get it done. Staying until, like the 29th in the U.S., that kind of killed us. But that hopefully by next year we'll get all that back and get the people to help out because it's just too much to do by ourselves. But we did an awesome job going and picking out the families. And, we got neighbors that next to us that if they would stop having babies, I think they'd be okay.
Yeah.
But they just keep, popping them out like every 10 months, 11 months, it's like clockwork. So, yeah, I've always had this thing. If you can't afford the babies that you already have, please do not have any other babies.
So, Blake, what'd you do?
No. Don't have any. So.
Didn't do it.
So, Monica, I saw that you were at your mom and dad's.
Yeah. So Christmas Eve we celebrated at our house. My parents came over, my siblings, Patrick's parents, and we just had a great time. We opened up gifts, ate, of course, like it was huge. And then the next day, it was Christmas Day, and we all were like in a group text. We're like, okay, what are we doing today? And then my brother's like, let's show up to mom and dad's in our pajamas and make breakfast. It was like almost time for the Chiefs game to start. And I was like, I'm down. So we ate breakfast. It was like around 1 o'clock when we had breakfast, and we just watched the game. And Dad thought he was Beyonce after the halftime show.
What a show. I saw halftime.
Man, what a performance by Beyonce. Now, if that's country, if that is country, my name is Cody Johnson.
I thought to myself, I'm not going to watch that. Like, I don't care for Beyonce. But after watching it, I thought to myself, that was actually enjoyable.
It was a showstopper.
It was a showstopper. It was definitely a show.
See, I'm hearing mixed. I didn't see it. I didn't see it, and I didn't go back and watch it.
The theme was Lone Star.
Correct. The theme was Texas, definitely. And I think she did Texas justice. Like, she represented Houston. She brought out the lowriders, which are big time. Like, Screwston is what the lowrider, I guess you could say, their little images.
I mean, any drive-bys and that type of stuff.
Drive-bys,
I mean, if
like
you want to represent Houston the right way, you need that type of stuff.
So I think she had like the culture mix, like, the Western, the cowboy, the football, the whole.
So did she do a country song?
Yes.
She did.
Dolly Parton's Darlene.
She sang
Jolene.
Jolene.
Isn't that on?
Yeah, Jolene.
Jolene. Isn't it on her album? That album.
Yeah, she.
I'm gonna have to go, but I'll go back and.
You'll have to go watch it. And also, she brought out her daughter. I don't know if this is the first time that she brought Ivy Blue out. But
what about Jay-Z? Did he come out in light of his sexual harassment?
I know. I was thinking about that during the performance too. I'm like, she's singing and dancing like she has no legal troubles right now.
Don't bring that
she's
to
got.
the stage.
I mean, he's rich. But she's got plenty of money. So
It was
it's
an
not gonna be a
enjoyable
big-
show. I will say it was an enjoyable show.
But what did
The
you think
Texans-
about the
you
whole
can
gun
tell us-
thing? That
at the end?
the NFL player got fined for doing that.
Right.
Exact
I mean, the
same
NFL
thing.
player gets fined, but she can roll out the guns, and it's it's okay.
I don't know.
NFL proving
That was
again they're a bunch of hypocrites.
But there's your salute to the drive-bys in Houston, right there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We got that. We
But
got
anyways,
that.
it was an enjoyable Christmas. I had a wonderful time. It was great. I have a lot of things to be thankful for. I'm so good. So yeah.
Yeah. Me too. And got to talk to kids today. our Christmas is 12 hours before theirs. So,
Right.
and then,
Yeah.
I'm waiting up. I'm trying to stay up. And then I talked to my son and his daughter, and I was waiting to talk to my daughter and, the two older grandkids, but I ended up talking to them today. So, but all is good. And so we had an awesome time. And tomorrow we're going for a trip up the mountains, and then Saturday we're going to a beach somewhere. So
Wow. Oh,
we'll continue this.
in case you didn't know, I don't know if you kept up with the weather. I thought we may, my fingers were crossed, have gotten some snow yesterday morning because it was cold.
Really?
It was cold, and I was like,
was foggy.
surely it's going to snow.
It was in the 40s.
Oh,
It
So-
didn't though.
so we've got fog in the forecast today. So I'll get to the forecast in a second. 6:20 looks like former President Bill Clinton has been hospitalized in Washington, D.C. after developing a fever on Monday. And Clinton, 78, currently undergoing test and observation. He's at Georgetown University Hospital.
He's got
And
STD.
he's in good spirits and probably hitting on the nurses.
Say that
Over
again,
there, hey.
Tom.
He's got STD.
What's STD,
I don't know if
Tom?
he has STD, but
What is that, Tom?
Sexual transmission diseases.
Okay.
Sexual transmission?
transmission.
That's like a manual.
Do you know what a sexual transmission is, Tommy?
No. Stick shift.
So he's over there.
Lord have
It's
mercy.
time for me to get another one of them baths over here. Can you sponge bath me right here? Yeah, right there. You missed the spot. Yeah. So Bill Clinton, when Hillary was running, I got to say this much. He was truthful. He told the truth. So I give him that at least. But he never inhaled, and he didn't have sex with that woman. What? And he didn't have sex with the woman. I mean, what's your definition of sex?
Well,
Tom?
that depends on what your definition of is.
Yes.
Yes, of course. So that is the deal. Looks like Oregon's top law enforcement officer rolling out what he is calling a sanctuary promise community toolkit to help residents refresh their knowledge of the Beaver State laws. So every person has the right to live, work, play, and learn safely in Oregon, according to the Attorney General. He said, "We will fight Tom Homan and Donald Trump, and this is all about protecting civil rights." Civil rights of non-citizens?
That's what they say.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you, Oregon. We're going to talk more about the Health Ethics Commission released a bombshell report on Matt Gaetz. The problem with this bombshell report, it's a 37-page report. Anonymous this, anonymous that, anonymous this, sexual misconduct with and using illicit drugs.
Wow.
Anonymous. Now, Matt Gaetz supposedly did spend $90,000 on 12 women, payments on 12 women, and paid them PayPal, Venmo, and,
So he has an OnlyFans subscription.
Look, here's the deal. And I don't want to waste this because I'm going to play the cuts from Thomas Massey. I want the slush fund. I want the information from the slush fund.
Yep.
I want that information. I mean, if you're going to go after Matt Gaetz, I want to know who else sexually abused individuals and paid them off.
Absolutely.
And using that money, the slush fund money, wouldn't that be taxable money?
It should be.
I mean, if you were given money to pay off a debt, wouldn't that be taxable?
It should be, but the way Congress sets up things for themselves, they're always exempt from almost everything.
I'm just asking if, if I got to pay taxes on stuff, Why wouldn't they have to pay taxes?
Because they're members
And
of
why
Congress.
not just Matt Gaetz? Why not all these other clowns? I think we need the answers to this. I do. I think that we need a whole bunch of more answers. So, on the way, we're going to talk about Rio Arriba sheriff deputies arrested a suspect. Thought for the day coming up. Also, body found in the wheel well of a United Air flight.
Oh, my.
We'll talk about that. And Alec Baldwin back in the news. I'll get to that in just a second. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by our buddies at Zia Guns. 1907 North Main and Roswell, over 1,000 guns in stock, specialty items. If you're looking for a special gift and you haven't got the Christmas gift yet, look, they have the Trump Tommy gun. They've got those. They also have the Trump 1911s and the Glock special binos with the Trump logo on them. Check those out. Also, stabilizing binos from 6 Hour and a huge selection of guns. Check them out. Give them a call this morning, 575-622-0023, or stop in 1907 North Main in Roswell. Always open on Sunday, closed on Saturday. Dense fog expected this morning. Sunny skies, high temperature 60. Overnight low tonight getting down to about 40. And then 65 and sunny for your Friday. Saturday, 66 and sunny. And by Sunday, we're up to 77. Crazy weather.
Hallelujah.
Quick
Yeah,
check
that's
of, nuts. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by All American Cleaners. All American Cleaners. Home, family owned and operating like family, treating you like family. They can wash, dry, and fold your clothes. 17 pounds, $16.99. Roswell, Artesia, Carlsbad, Lumington, and at Hobbs. Check them out today. Tom on the text.
All right, this text is saying sexual transmission is a Ford, says the texter. Okay.
And Jeff from the Patch said, Tom, were you wearing your panties while watching your show this weekend or yesterday?
No.
I kept thinking it was the weekend. Was that tripping or did it feel like the weekend?
Was it grandma panties?
He's reading text.
No.
No, he was in his regular stuff.
Tidy whities.
Mm-hmm.
I was just curled up, man, with a blanket. and I was watching TV, man.
In your chinos.
I was curled
You were
up
just
watching
enjoying your
the
time off,
flick.
weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was watching the chick flick.
Well, I had gone to the doctor the day before, and
And what? Your estrogen was high?
well, no, and so he's just rest. He says just rest.
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
Good.
So rest from what? Menopause?
Well, I was sick, man. I had this had lung congestion, whatever that means.
Dude, I've been fighting that since I got to the Philippines.
So he gave me a Z-Pack, and I feel better now. So it's all good.
You just keep rolling, bro. You just keep rolling.
But anyway,
But I'm glad you had the opportunity to watch some chick flick.
But anyway, the next day I went into to Hobbs to do some stuff, get my medicine, and those big box stores. You get your grocery basket. So I went first to the Vision Center because I needed to adjust my glasses, and somebody stole my buggy. So I went to the greeter lady there. I said, "Ma'am," I said, "Yes, sir. Somebody stole my buggy." She looked at me like, "Your buggy? Yeah, my grocery basket. Somebody stole. Where were you?" I said, "In the Vision Center. They just took it. It's mine." And I was
So go grab another one.
Well, I was beginning just to play with it, right? And what'd you have in it? I said, "Nothing." Nothing? No. I hadn't started shopping yet. But somebody stole my buggy. So anyway, well, there's another one over there. Well, it means I have to go over there and get it. And
I don't know if I'm ready to do all that, man.
We always say, you lazy bastards.
so I went over there, got another buggy, went over the prescription. I needed to get my diabetic strips. And so somebody stole my buggy while I was there.
Again?
So I go back to the girl, I'm messing with her now. She says, "Ma'am, somebody stole my buggy again." Which one?
Here's a great idea. Quit leaving your buggy.
So she says,
here's probably what happened. You forgot where it was.
So
how about you want to bet he forgot where he put the buggy?
No, somebody just stole it.
Well,
they probably needed it.
being the day that it was, I am sure there was lots of stealing going on,
Well, it
not
was.
just of buggies, but there were lots.
So
of
I said,
things
"What
going
about, ma'am?" I said, "I'm sorry, I can't help you." I said, "Well, what about if they stole Jesus? What would you do then?" And she just looked at me like, "This guy is freaking me out, man," or something. So I was just playing with that at that point. But then I go outside, and this family is walking across J. Shepherd Parkway. That's what it is, right? The street there.
What?
What's that mean?
In Hobbs?
What, J. Shepherd?
Never heard of a J. Shepherd in Hobbs.
J. Shepherd Parkway.
What's that street called right there?
Are you smoking crack this morning?
Jay Shepherd. I think describe where it's at.
Ben Shepherd Parkway.
Ben Shepherd. There you go.
Where?
They're in Hobbs.
Where's Ben Shepherd?
Right in
Where is
front of
that?
right in front of Walmart. What's that street?
No, that's not Ben
Joe
Shepherd.
Harvey?
That's Joe Harvey.
Oh, Joe
Oh
Harvey.
Lord Jesus.
All right. So this family of 5 people were walking up and down that street, and I'm thinking, I wonder if their car's broken down or something.
Streetwalkers?
Yeah. So they go into the parking lot of Walmart, and I said, "Ma'am, could I help you guys? Is your car broken or something?" And I don't want to insult them like you're bums or whatever, but I said, "Ma'am, could I help you?" I said, "No, we're just walking from our house over here. We saw all the cars, and we thought we'd just walk over here and shop." But then you have to.
So what you're saying, they were weird like you?
Well, yeah, kind of.
Oh,
So-
okay. I was just
But I was being
double-checking,
a good
making sure.
Samaritan, I mean, I felt good.
And what day was this?
This is Christmas Eve.
And let me ask you this much. If their car was broke, what exactly you're going to do? Because you can't even change your own damn tire.
Well, I had my Tahoe. I was going to give him a ride somewhere.
5?
So you're going to pick up strangers.
Wait. Did you clean out everything in your car?
Did you have room for these 5?
Well, it's as good as it gets, right? So.
Well, you know
But
what?
you're going to pick up people that you don't know.
But it's a family of 5. I mean, what could they do to me?
I'm going to be honest. I ain't picking up nobody.
3 kids and 2 adults. What could they do, right?
Well,
They'll kill you in
Who-
front of the kids.
honestly,
Nowadays,
if it was, if they were genuine and really did need a ride, I mean, I don't care what the vehicle looks like. If you're willing, take
And
me.
it was cold out there, man.
Yeah, but good for you, Tom.
But you're just a
God
regular
bless you.
humbug. That's all you are, dude.
yeah. Well, I would rather and go give candy out to kids than stop random people and ask them if they want to ride in my vehicle.
Hey, y'all want to ride?
Yeah. Hey,
Backseat of a car.
you want to ride with me? I'll tell you what.
Just
You
the
can come to the bus.
got a
We can
great
watch
theater.
a chick flick.
women and children only.
Yeah, I got a big blanket. Of course, it has to be big. Look at me. I'm a big guy. All right, 6:32. Looks like Rio Arriba Sheriff's deputies arrested a suspected scammer who showed up at the victim's house. Fraud suspect thought he had gotten away with it after the Espanola man's home and allegedly took tens of thousands of dollars by pretending to be law enforcement. However, the real deputies put a stop to it when the suspect, they got the suspect on the second try. So the FBI in Albuquerque warns about people scamming this time of the year. Espanola resident Jose Lopez was still reeling from a major financial loss where he said that a lot of cash was taken from him, from this guy. But they got him, and all is good. Scammers. And now they're coming to your house. Mendar Darbar is the guy they arrested. I am Egyptian prince. What is it? Egyptian? Or where is that person from? That they always...
Nigerian.
Yeah, Nigerian prince. I'm here to collect the money. Body found in a wheel well of a United Airline flight. Investigation underway as the body was discovered in the wheel well of the airplane when it landed in Maui after taking off from Chicago. Tom, do you think that's a long flight? That's a Chicago to Hawaii 10 hours? 12 hours?
At least, because it's 5 hours from Los Angeles.
So, Tom, how high do you think that flight's going to get?
Probably 30,000.
Probably close to 30,000. Yeah, could anybody survive that?
Well, Pacific Ocean's pretty warm.
They're 30,000 feet up from the Pacific Ocean.
Yes, you could survive that.
Yeah.
So I don't think you could survive that.
Yeah, you could.
You think so?
Yeah. Because they do fly. They're in the wheel well. That's not as good as being in cargo, because a lot of those cargo on those planes are pressurized like the cabins.
Right.
But in the wheel well, it is possible because you're going to be cold. But
yeah,
you should be able to survive that. It's going to be a low oxygen environment, but you should be able to survive.
Because I mean, sometimes when we're doing those flights and they're up 30,000, you can see the frost on the
wings.
Yeah, on the wings.
Yeah.
Well, but in the wheel well, remember, it is enclosed.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but they did discover this guy, and the body was found, and he was pronounced dead upon landing. Special prosecutors.
I think your bigger problem in a wheel well is while there's room, if you're in the wrong place as those wheels lift up,
you're going to get smashed.
Crushed, right?
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he could have died from that.
Yeah, yeah. Prosecutors withdraw their appeal for the Alec Baldwin case. You see this story out of New Mexico?
Yeah.
You knew that was going to happen.
Of course.
Yeah.
Your governor is not going to let anything happen.
Your governor.
No.
She's your governor, too.
No,
the movie industry, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. We're going to talk about a MAGA woman. Her name is Valentina Gomez. She's described as an American First MAGA. She posted something up on X over the weekend that's got people losing their mind. I'll get to that. Let's get to the tweet of the day this morning, being brought to you by our buddies at Platinum Auto Services. Platinum Auto Services in Carlsbad. Find them at 606 South Canal, 575-689-6900. They can do all your maintenance work, oil changes and tires. And, when it comes time for summer, you need AC work. They got you covered there. But they also do diagnostics to find out what's going on with your vehicle. They can fix it. Their folks are all ASE certified technicians. They use high quality auto parts, and they would love to take care of your fleet of vehicles. If you're a company out there looking for somebody to manage your fleet, they can handle that. 606 South Canal in Carlsbad, 575-689-6900. Platinum Auto Service, proud sponsor of the tweet of the day. We go to yesterday, Donald Trump. Well, this is actually, I think this actually happened on Christmas Eve. Donald Trump and Melania, here's what happened. A message from the President of the United States, future president, counting down the days.
It's my tremendous honor to finally wish America and the world a very Merry Christmas. For Christians, this is a holy season, the celebration of the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. More than 2,000 years ago, the angel Gabriel appeared to Mary. He said, "Do not be afraid. You have found favor with God." The angel told her that she would give birth to a baby boy, Jesus, who would be called the Son of the Most High. 9 months later, Christ was born in the town of Bethlehem. The Son of God came into the world in a humble stable. Whatever our beliefs, we know that the birth of Jesus Christ and the story of this incredible life forever changed the course of human history. There's hardly an aspect of our lives today that his life has not touched. Art, music, culture, law, and our respect for the sacred dignity of every person.
That was a touching moment for Donald Trump.
Was.
And it was actually pretty cool that he had the opportunity to do that.
Kevin,
of course, he
please
did that.
tell me where you found that.
That's all over the place. I mean, if you go to Donald Trump on X,
Okay.
it was there. That's probably the easiest place to find it.
I want to watch that.
And over the weekend, did everybody get their packages from Amazon with the strike going on?
Oh yeah.
Everybody got their packages?
I had to pick some up from the post office.
Yeah, Amazon actually said, we'll hire our own people. We'll scabs to do the work. But AOC was out there. She was protesting in her district with the Amazon workers. And, of course, protest, you got to have a chant.
Tis the season. And if you all can deliver packages, you should be able to afford packages for your family, to afford the things that you need for your babies, for your families, for your neighborhood. And so we're here to support you all and make sure that we do that. And so we're out here in MassBeth, and for anybody that's watching this, show up, roll up, and make sure that we support everybody.
Roll up, and support. And if you can deliver the packages, then you should be able to afford the packages.
I have a question.
That's true.
Now,
How much are they
making? That was my question. How much are they actually making? Because from what I understand, they make a pretty good living. Like most of them get paid more than us.
Sure.
So, $50 an hour or more?
Well, see, I think a lot of the Amazon, is that for just delivery, right?
No, I actually think that's some of the factory workers that, some of the people that do the sorting and that type of stuff.
I'm pretty sure Amazon has like a minimum of like $22 or $25 an hour. Plus they give you whatever education you want and all these extra benefits.
I mean, and then they were talking, well, Jeff Bezos just spent $600 million on a wedding.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know what? If Jeff Bezos, it's his money. He started the company. Why don't you start your own damn company?
Right.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Do I think $600 million is crazy? Mm-hmm. I don't. But I don't want anybody telling me how to spend my money. So I'm not gonna tell anybody how to spend their money.
Right.
But I have no idea how much these folks make. But I would be willing to bet. Oh yeah, here it is. Starting pay $22 an hour.
That's good.
Starting pay.
Wow,
that's good money.
Yeah,
look it up.
That's what I'm saying. $22 an hour.
That's
and those
an
are the
entry-level
sorters.
position.
What's that?
Yeah, that's what you start at Amazon.
Wow. And those are the sorters.
Just regular workers.
People putting stuff in boxes.
Wow.
Yeah. And Tom, you couldn't do that job?
I guess I could do it from home if I wanted.
From home.
Well,
how are you going to sort boxes from home?
I'm not going to sort them, take the orders, and then send them on.
By the way, nobody is taking orders. All of that is done seamlessly through a website.
Well, now those people are on strike.
It's called Amazon.com.
Yes.
How could those people be on strike?
They source that stuff out all the time, B. They don't have enough people to do that job.
What do they source out? What are you thinking they source out?
They source out everything. Books.
Like what? Please go ahead and give us a description.
Taking orders for books, stuff like that.
There are
Nobody
no
is
order
taking
takers.
order, but it's a computer that does all of that.
Yeah, but the computer ain't big enough to hold all that stuff.
Yes, it is.
Of course it is.
That's why they sort that. You still need humans.
Here's a guy
there's no order takers.
Wait a second, Blake. Here's a guy that's never ordered anything from Amazon and doesn't know how to turn on a damn computer.
Look, that's
you're gonna fix Amazon.
That's true. I haven't had any slowdowns.
Hey B, I'm having a little problem. Can you come over here and I'm having a little problem.
I had ordered quite a few
the
things.
computer is not on.
Yeah, like the studio computer this morning.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm thankful because I did order quite a few things from Amazon for Christmas gifts. And I did notice that, but they always enlist the help of the Postal Service. So
they have a contract.
the mail
They
lady,
got a contract with them, yeah.
the mail lady
So
brought
would
some of them. And then we had to pick him up at the office.
Mm.
I mean, at the
Yeah,
post
I mean,
office.
you do what you got to. You do what you got to do to pick up the gifts.
But I don't think
Are
it's
you
slowed
mad
down
that
any.
Jeff Bezos spent $600 million on a wedding?
Nah.
It's his money.
I mean, it's his money. I mean, I think it's stupid to spend that type of money, but it's his money. God bless him.
So
whatever.
Tom, they don't have order takers, but not everything comes from Amazon, and I think that's where he's confused.
Right. Well,
right?
this Texas,
because you have some folks who
Third parties.
Yeah, they sell on
Correct, on
Amazon,
Amazon.
but Amazon still does all the order taking via their
I
computer
can do that
program.
stuff. I
There's
can
no
do that.
there's no people involved in that.
There's nobody involved.
This Texas said,
Everything is.
You have to, if you want to sell on Amazon, you have to be a seller.
Yeah, well.
And that's different than taking orders.
Still make money on it.
Well, what would you sell?
Tom ain't working, says the texter. Tom isn't wrong. Amazon does do affiliate marketing. That goes third-party people make a killing off that.
Yes, affiliate marketing is
But
a little
it's
bit different.
still going by computers. Everything they're
There's no
selling
people.
their wares on the website.
If you already have a business, like if Kevin wanted to sell mangoes,
Sure.
right? Then he could start an Amazon account and he could sell mangoes through Amazon. Amazon would take the orders, they would send them to Kevin, and Kevin would send the mangoes on. Or he would be a drop shipper from something from China and never have to have the inventory.
Yep.
And you would just take the order and it would drop ship straight from the factory in China.
Yep.
The affiliate thing is, say I have
But
a
they're
YouTube.
not employees
No.
of Amazon.
No.
You're a contract.
And they're not on strike.
No. And let me explain the affiliate thing to you, Tom. The affiliate thing is, say I have a YouTube channel and I have a list of items that I use during my thing or I'm promoting or whatever. I can have a list and they help sponsor my channel. You could go and purchase something on my list through Amazon. I would get a little bit back and you would get your item at sometimes a discount off of the other price. And that's an
And
affiliate.
sometimes they just give you like Amazon dollars where you get to go buy stuff.
But
That's their way of
But
paying
there
you.
are no people order takers.
No, there are no people ordering. All right, thought for the day this morning being brought to you by Wakefield Oil, 35 years serving Southeast New Mexico. Quality products, excellent service. Look, if you're out in the patch right now and you need fuel, all you got to do is pick up the phone, 575-622-4160. If you're driving, it's wakefieldOil.com. They deliver on-road and off-road. And the thought for the day in memory of Mr. Wendell Wakefield. Thought for the day is education is learning what you didn't even know you didn't even know. It's my thought for the day this morning. Morning show, 877-396-W105, being brought to you by Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply, 1105 East 2nd in Roswell, homegrown and proud of it. They've got everything you need if you're living on a farm or ranch looking for gates and fencing materials, pumps for your water well, feed for your animals. They're your certified Purina dealer. 1105 East 2nd in Roswell. Check them out today. Homegrown and proud of it. And don't forget, you can find them in Capitan at the Lincoln County Mercantile. MAGA firebrand records a execution. It's a mock execution. And I did post that up on BN The Breakfast Club if you want to go see it. Valentina Gomez, a self-described America First MAGA. And she is going to be running for Senate, Congress in Texas. And she went on to say she pulled the trigger in a mock execution where she said, if an illegal alien kills an American citizen, this is what should happen. And she pulls the trigger.
Yeah.
They haven't taken it. I mean, she put a bullet into a dummy's head. They haven't taken it down off Facebook yet. I expect they probably will coming up soon. Donald Trump promises to pursue the death penalty against every one of the sentences that Joe Biden commuted. Every one of them. he is going to reverse course. He said the first thing he will do, 37 death row inmates, he will reverse course on all of those. Can he do that?
I don't
Good
know.
I don't know.
You might be able to if you can prove that the president who did that
Was
is
senile.
Yeah, you might be able to with his dementia.
There you go. There you go. Gavin Newsom, governor of California, falls a little short in what he wanted to do. So he was about 2/3 short of the housing goal he set when he took office in 2019 for homeless housing. San Francisco Chronicle reporting on Thursday the dismal lack of progress under Newsom. He promised to build $3.5 million homes for the homeless. $3.5 million. They did build 1.1 million homes for the homeless. Spent a lot of money in California, but fell a little short of his goal. Mega Million coming up Christmas Eve. That jackpot was over $1 billion. Tomorrow, they'll play it again. And they project it to be about $1.15 million jackpot.
Billion?
Tom, how much
Like
money
with
if
a
you
B?
take the cash option? How much money do you think you're getting?
I'm thinking you're getting about $500 million.
I bet it's closer to 8 or 9.
Yeah, I would say 750-ish after taxes, something like that.
Well,
still
after taxes, I bet you're getting about 450.
We bought tickets.
After
I don't know that PA teched them.
Yeah, I mean,
But 1.5 billion?
Yeah. Well, no, 1.15 billion. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet
Just
about
remember this.
400 after taxes.
If you take the annuity and you die, that money reverts back to the state unless it is a trust.
Take the money.
Keep that in mind, that your kids are not going to inherit that money if it is an annuity. That's why I just give me the cash.
Yep.
Give me the cash.
I think I need to go buy a ticket.
Yeah, we bought some.
My question is, when you get the check, do you put it in the bank? I mean,
No, you just hold on to the check and let it.
They
expire.
don't give you a check, just like they don't have people order takers.
I mean,
it is electronically deposited into the account of your choosing.
Yeah, but
It's
that much
wired
money you
right
can't
into your account.
But that much
And
money.
by the way, can you imagine the bank, whatever bank you wire the money into? This has got to be a mistake. This guy is always having NSF checks,
Right.
and now he's got $4 million in the bank.
Yeah, but
this cannot be right.
My question though is with that much money, does the FDIC protect it if they go broke?
There is a limit on what the FDIC protects. That
Yeah, you better spread that money around.
Look, Tom, if you win the lottery, I'm going to tell you right now, don't do anything by yourself.
No,
Okay?
get
an
advice.
attorney.
Sure.
Get an attorney who specializes in that kind of thing, a financial attorney.
And here's
he's gonna tell you
number
the separate
two.
accounts and other things like
Oh,
that.
Here's number 2. Don't tell a soul.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't tell a soul.
Just if you wanted-
That's number 2.
Yep.
No, serious.
Yep.
And that would be problematic for my wife. But I'd be like, don't say a damn thing.
Everybody in the woodwork would come out.
Because all your friends are going to be asking me for money. So no, don't say nothing.
I have a rule of thumb that if you're asking, I'm not giving.
Yeah. Looks like a teen. I had somebody ask me to give them pay for their phone.
What?
Yeah, they
Most
wanted me to
people wanna
buy
buy
them
a
a phone. I'm like, I just looked at them and it just came out because I
looked like
sometimes
Obama.
and I went, "You're a grown ass man.
Yeah.
Pay for your own phone." And we goes, "He's just kidding." I said, "No, I'm not kidding. No, I'm not kidding. No, I'm not buying you a phone. Get out of here."
Wow.
Yeah. And the response was, "Well, you have plenty of money." Yes, it's my money. Get out of here. Looks like Alamogordo teen convicted of murdering a 14-year-old. Did you guys see this?
No.
The teen accused of fatally shooting another teen near Alamogordo High School last year has been found guilty of murder. Officials said that then 17-year-old Isaiah Leonard in October 2023 approached a group of minors and pulled a gun on them. They had evidently had a previous issue. One of the minors tried to take Leonard down, and that's when Leonard shot him 3 times.
Oh, my.
Jeffrey Kohler died of his own injuries, and Leonard was found guilty of second-degree murder. Also, reckless child abuse resulting in death, and his sentencing date has not been set as of yet. And it happened again. A man arrested in connection with an unprovoked attack at Grand Central Station on Christmas Eve in New York. And all these people saying that it is so safe to ride the subway. No, thank you. Police say a 26-year-old woman had her neck slashed, and then a 42-year-old man was slashed on his left wrist.
Oh, gosh.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Mono's got to take an Uber.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
yeah,
we've got...
I would take the subway.
Yeah.
No.
We're going to talk about Joe Biden. Joe Biden signed 50 bills into law. 50 bills. And Charlie Kirk talks about the continuing resolution. Our number 877-396-W105. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Rig Outfitters and the Home Store. Broadmoor Mall, extensive collection of FR jeans, coveralls, gloves, shirts. Maybe your company for New Year's is giving you, debit cards, your allotment to go buy FR jeans and that type of stuff, or boots or whatever it is, steel toe boots. Get in there to Rig Outfitters. They've got everything that you need. Don't forget, they also have furniture, appliances, and electronics with zero down financing. RigOutfitters.com for more information. Scrub Outfitters is next door. They have the largest selection of medical scrubs in 100 miles. Big name brands like Dickies and Medcatura and Peaches and others. They also have compression socks and comfy shoes. Follow them on Facebook. Scrub Outfitters, Rig Outfitters in the Broadmoor Mall. Check them out today. Tom on the text.
All right. Tom needs to lose weight, says FDIC. They insure up to $250,000.
Yes, that's true.
Another one says, Tom, you're just an idiot, says this is what texter. And Smokey in Arizona. Good morning, guys. Hope you all had a great, happy, and enjoyable Christmas. We did. Thank you very much. Hope you did, too.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Smokey. And this guy says, I don't know. I heard a report of a creeper at Walmart on Christmas Eve. Now we know who it was. And I don't know what he was referring to, but apparently Tom can't
Tom being
Tom
at
was
Walmart.
the creeper.
I knew about this.
Somebody continues to steal my basket.
My buggy. I said buggy.
He's been watching British shows.
Yes. And then,
all right, it's your turn, Tom.
Have you heard about a federal FinCEN? What does that mean? Filing for nonprofits due the first of the year. It could cost the church just thousands of dollars. I don't know. Have you heard anything, B, something like that?
About the FinCEN?
The federal sin. It's called the federal FinCEN. They're saying FINCEN.
Yeah, that's for nonprofits. Yeah.
And it goes on to say for nonprofits, dude,
you have to file
the first of the year. It could cost thousands of dollars for churches.
Well, I'll have to go look it up.
Linda and Carlsbad.
Well, let me just say this much. Churches like the Catholic Church that uses Catholic charities to fund illegal immigration in this country, they should be shut down. Yeah, and there are many nonprofits that should lose their nonprofit status. I'll give you one. Al Sharpton just got paid $1 million from his nonprofit. $1 million bonus.
That he did.
And not paying any taxes. Does that make any sense to you? Nonprofit doesn't mean that you ain't going to make a profit. It just means that's the goal.
It's interesting.
Right. That's what it's about. It's if you go into it not with the intention of making a profit, then you are a nonprofit.
Yep.
You are a charity. Now you can make millions and billions as a nonprofit, but that's not your intent.
Right.
Yeah, that's not your goal.
So I'm going to come in really quick with an idea because we don't have a whole lot of action on the text line. And I don't know if it's because a lot of you guys are off.
Well, a lot of people aren't working today.
But if you are working, I mean, and you're listening, text in what you got for Christmas. Let's talk about that because I think it's a little slow this morning. We need some action.
Hey, let me ask you this much. Question of the day is turkey or ham for Christmas?
Neither.
Is your family a turkey or a ham family?
Or a goose.
Tom, your family a turkey or a ham type of family?
I did that. I asked that question on my show yesterday. And do people prefer ham or turkey? And the survey said both of them, even though there's less turkey than there is ham on Christmas Day.
I mean, I think about turkey for Thanksgiving, even though I eat ham on Thanksgiving, not turkey. So, yeah,
I think it's up to the regional.
So I asked
places.
I asked my wife this question. If you follow me on social media, you know the answer to this. I said I asked her before the day, obviously, and I said, "What are we going to have today? Turkey, ham, whatever?" And she goes, "Nah, I want you to make me stir fry." So we did stir fry.
We
still have food, lots of food. So, and next year I go into my full-blown piglet business. So I'll never have to pay for another pig again. That was a skinny pig. Cost us 10,000 pesos. That's $200 for a pig.
How much?
10,000 pesos. That's $200.
Oh my gosh! For
40
that pig.
For a dead pig.
Boy, that's a bargain.
Oh, okay, but how long will y'all feed or eat on that pig, Kevin?
That pig is gone.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
We fed the whole neighborhood.
Okay, the whole neighborhood gets. Okay.
Yeah,
they
that's
had a
what
pig
that's
picking.
about. Yeah. Looks like President Biden signed 50 bills into law on Tuesday, making a bald eagle the official bird of America. I'm okay with that.
Well, it's been the unofficial for a long time.
Sure.
It has.
And most people didn't know it wasn't the official bird.
No, it's official.
Biden also stopped members of Congress from collecting their pension if convicted of crimes. I'm actually okay with that one too, even though I don't believe that these should be called bills. They're not really bills. They're executive actions, most of them.
Right.
So Biden also estimated the first federal anti-hazing standard to address violence or death occurred at higher education campuses around the country. So let me get this. When the pro-Gaza, pro-Hamas protesters were slapping around Jewish kids, you didn't have a problem with it then.
No, they didn't.
You had no problem with it then. And so Biden also is pushing for final priorities, including handing down power to Donald Trump on January 20th, but he commuted a bunch of people, and 37 of 40 federal inmates took him off death row. And, of course, kind of unconditional pardon of his son, Hunter, which was kind of weird. And Biden also pledged more money before he leaves office for Ukraine in light of the Christmas strikes from Russia. He pretty much said that Russia is not playing fair because they bomb Ukraine on Christmas. Well, Putin is not a Christian.
No, he's not.
You remember one of the biggest attacks during Vietnam War? Remember when that happened?
Yeah, it was the Christmas offensive.
Thank you. Thank you. And the Pope alleges that they were machine gunning, the Israelis were machine gunning children in Gaza. So much cruelty. By the way, that never happened.
No.
That never happened. Never. Thank you, Pope. I think it's time for you to go.
Yeah.
I think it's time for you. I think it's been time for
It's
you.
been time. Yeah.
See ya, Frankie.
It has been
Yeah,
time.
it's been time. And one more story before we take a break. Looks like Espanola Councilman wants to repeal an ordinance that bans fortune telling.
Okay.
So he's okay with fortune telling. Monica, did your family partake in the fortune telling ever?
Never.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to me. Fortune tellers, the healers. Not that I knew people back in the day that were healers.
Correct.
People that could actually, and I believe this, but they did it through God.
Right.
Biblically.
That they would lay hands on you and could make you. I had a great aunt that she was gifted, and she would lay hands on you and touch you, and you would feel better.
Sure.
And yeah, I believe in that.
Right, and that's
Fortune
biblical.
telling, I don't believe in fortune telling.
No,
I
not
don't.
at all. And
I don't
think
believe
that
in
there are
anyone
a lot of people who do go to fortune tellers as part of they think that that's spiritual. But to me, you have to be very wise with who you choose to go and seek help from, because it's demonic, just like it can be spiritual.
I got a great joke, I got a great joke about fortune tellers, but somebody might get butt hurt, and so I'm not going to tell my joke this morning.
Oh.
It's a funny joke, but somebody might get butt hurt because it's about grandmother, and I'm not gonna do it though. I'm gonna pass because for the new year I'm a new Kevin B.
Okay.
Now we did talk about Ouija boards the other morning. Blake and I and Mandy were talking about Ouija boards because and this just goes to tell about our faith and what you believe as far as spiritual realms, things like that. I will never ever forget, and this was before I had become a Christian and before my eyes had been opened up to things like that. I was playing the Ouija board with some cousins of mine some cousins and their friends who lived in Pecos, Texas. None of them knew me. They didn't know who I had a crush on.
Uh-oh.
They didn't know what I was into at the time. And they had a Ouija board. And so they were like, you ask it a question. And I was like, this is stupid. It's not going to know, whatever. So I asked it, who do I like? And it spelled out the name of the boy that I liked. And I said, holy moly. And I remember throwing my hand off of it and thinking, I don't want any part of that. But I knew
I don't
from
want
that,
no part of this.
Yeah, I knew from that moment forward that was real. I knew that spiritual side was real.
Most fortune tellers have nothing to do with spiritual. Anyone who's taken any kind of teaching or training or anything like that in any kind of mentalist thing, you will give off almost every signal they need to give you what you want to hear.
They're con men.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tom,
yes and no. Yes and no.
Tom, you ever did the 8-ball?
No.
Magic 8-ball?
You never did the 8-ball before?
The Magic 8-ball, the little toy with the little window and a little triangle thing in it in the water, and you say, hey, will I get married at 14 or whatever? And it says, I'll tell you later. No?
It hit the 9-ball all the time, but not the 8-ball.
No 8-ball.
No.
For Tom A. All right, Price Oil, we didn't do that. Price Oil this morning being brought to you by Spinnaker Cementing Solutions, division of CUD Energy Services. Get in touch with them today. They've got over 200 experienced cementing professionals ready to go to work for you in New Mexico, Texas, and Oklahoma. They specialize in lightweight, high compressive strength. So get in touch with them. SpinnakerOil.com for more information. Tom, the price of oil this morning.
West Texas Intermediate, $70.53. $73.97 for Brent crude, and the price of natural gas is $3.83. B.
All right, I'm going to check the weather, and then we'll take a break. But I wanted to play Charlie Kirk first, talking about the CR. So, in case you missed it, they are not shutting down the business. They did, the government. They did sign a continuing resolution and more. A lot of stuff in there that I don't like, but they signed it. They're not going to shut down the government. They'll kick the can down the curve, and they'll do it again in 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
In 3 months, they'll have to come up with another budget. It's amazing that most businesses operate on a 12-month budget.
Fiscal budget.
I mean, some businesses actually plan out 3 years in advance. Not our government. We can't even do 3 months. Charlie Kirk talked about the CR. Here's what he had to say. Come on.
A 1,500-page CR is not a CR. There was stuff in here from Ukrainian biolabs and censorship industrial complex and all sorts of other congressional pay raises. Big disappointment, and he's going to have to do a lot better.
How did the America First movement get in this mess in the first place?
In the congressional mess? Well, I think that we need a Republican Party that is as conservative as our voters, that we need to primary people that do not represent the will of the American people and the will of their voters in particular. We have to remove people like Bill Cassidy. We have to think about removing people like Mike Rounds from South Dakota. Think about removing people like Risch from Idaho, Shelley Moore Capito from West Virginia. These are all things that we're considering at Turning Point Action and Turning Point PAC. It is time for the U.S. Senate to act as conservative as the voters that sent them there.
That makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm. That the people that elected you want you. You're supposed to be voting for them, for your constituents. Yep. And if you're not doing so, then you should not be in office. We're going to talk about the government slush fund and Matt Gaetz coming up, and your favorite, Teresa Legger Fernandez. And Ramaswamy has something to say. Also, we'll get to that. Quickly to the text. Morning show this morning being brought to you by WWRV times3.com 988-0392. Give them a call today. If you're looking for a place to park your RV in Carlsbad, if you're working around Carlsbad, they have 3 different lots, and all their RV sites come with 30 and 50 amps available, all utilities included for one low price, and that does include high-speed internet wired right to your hookup. They're pet-friendly. They very well lit up. A great place to lay your head for the working folks. WWRV times3.com. That number again, 988-0392. Tom?
Gasman in Eunice is chiming in. If you win $1.15 billion in New Mexico, you get roughly $516 million after state taxes.
Okay.
$330 million in federal taxes of $190 million. You get $294. Gasman in Eunice.
Go to Texas.
Yeah, go to Texas.
State income tax.
And a big shout out to the Hobbs Eagles and the Lady Eagles as they play in their Holiday Classic coming up beginning today, and it wind up on Saturday. It'll wind up on Saturday. By the way, both teams play their respective nightcaps. Hobbs Eagles the second game tonight, the Lady Eagles the first game. Again, that same schedule for tomorrow, and depending on how they do, they'll do that on Saturday. So good luck to our local teams that are playing in that tournament.
Marty from Budke says, you guys left us high and dry for the last 2 days, and you just want us to be all warm and fuzzy this morning. Hee hee. I'm glad you guys had both of those days off. Bless your little hearts.
And the healing, I agree with B. A gift from God, and according to Scripture, Jesus' words comes only with much prayer combined with fasting. Marty from Burke is saying this morning.
And John in Pio says, good morning, lady and gents. And Tom, ham is his preference. He got Patron and Dos Equis. I received the joy of seeing my 5-year-old boy enjoying Christmas. Oh,
that's awesome.
That is awesome, John. I'm going to try to read these as quick as I can. Merry belated Christmas. I'm more into red chili, asado, and tamales with bizcochos. And for Christmas, I got a few small items from the kids, but since I missed last Christmas, I bought the kids about $10,000 worth, and I'm happy they were grateful. I'm a truck driver.
Wow,
Woo! That's awesome. Good for you. And Monica, I got a year's membership to a tactical indoor range for Christmas.
Nice.
You know, that was almost something that I considered for Paul, but I didn't go through with it.
And Ouija board and fortune tellers, both a portal to demonic darkness.
Absolutely.
In my opinion, says Marty this morning.
And
There's more to that one, Tom. Keep going.
Okay, let me read the rest. Okay, in my opinion. The healing, I already said I read that one with B.
Well, you split it into two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Ouija board and fortune tellers both are a portal to demonic darkness, in my opinion, and I agree with you, Marty. The healing, I agree with B, a gift from God, and according to Scripture, Jesus' words come only with much prayer combined with fasting. That's right, Marty.
you have to fast to get to heal.
You don't have to, but it is beneficial because when you fast, you're crucifying your flesh and you're offering up more prayer because you're supposed to replace your physical
True
food that you
story.
eat
When
with
me and
prayer.
Tom were going to a non-denominational church,
Uh-huh.
we would fast.
Yes.
And Tom was like, I can't do that. You know, I'm diabetic. I can't do it.
No, I don't remember none of that.
And it is challenging. It is challenging
Oh.
to your body. It is. So
Well,
you
it's
being
actually-
diabetic, you should give up. You should fast from like one thing. Like yours
Like
would probably
candy
be
bars.
candy bars. Fast from candy bars.
Okay.
There are actually people that bodybuilders
sweets.
and they eat one meal a day.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yep.
All right,
That
so-
they eat one meal a day and they eat a meal about 6 o'clock at night, and that's it.
all right, but I ain't gonna
Yeah.
fast. I ain't gonna fast my buffets.
Okay. We had
Well,
green chili
and
smothered
we get
burritos
that.
and rice, says this texter.
It's amazing that you gave up the buffets, and now you're going back to them.
Well, I'm gonna
Well,
get.
look. That was
Wait.
that was
Let's
one
ask
day.
this question. You were at the doctor the last week.
Yes.
What the doctor had to say?
Well, of course, he treated me for my sinus or whatever that was, lung congestion. And I asked him, look, my shoulders hurt, my feet hurt, my knees hurt, everything else hurts. And I had like
My feet,
I had like
my
a
back, my back, my hip, my back.
I
I had lack of iron stuff. So, but other than that, I mean, I'm okay.
I'm good.
What did he
I'm
say when you said all of that hurt?
Yeah, I said all that hurt since I stopped.
And what did he say?
Since I stopped taking this medicine. And he said, "What? So what do you eat nowadays?" I said, "Well, I'm eating
Buffets.
less of this, less of that, less of this, more of this."
A little bit of this.
More
Why you
buffet.
gonna lie to the doctor like
I didn't lie
that?
to him. I told him the truth.
Did you tell him more buffets?
No, I told him I cut down on my face.
This person said I got a really nice knife sharpening set.
Uh-oh.
It's tamales for Christmas for us, said another texter. Beef tenderloin is what we had on Christmas Eve. Prime rib on Christmas Day. Another one, cooked prime rib. Daniel says they had ham. And this texter said, good morning, y'all. It's a little slow out here today, but some of us are working.
And
There you go.
Monica Hater says, we had shrimp and crab legs boiled.
Oh wow, awesome.
Jeff from
Yeah, I
the
saw that.
Patch had bone-in ribeyes for Christmas. Linda in
Oh,
Carlsbad
man, you guys are
had
killing me with all the
Amen.
beef.
What'd she have?
roast.
Oh, I love a good
You guys are killing me with all the beef. Y'all are. All right, let's take our break. We're late. It's 7:18, 18 after 7. Quick check of the weather. Fog in the forecast this morning. 60 for the high this afternoon with sunny skies. Decreasing clouds tonight, getting down to about 40. 65 and sunny for your Friday. Much of the same for Saturday. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by Seminole Siding and Construction, a trusted name across southeast New Mexico. They've got you covered with everything you need when it comes to construction. You got an idea? Talk to Dwayne Pennick. Need roofing? They've got you covered with metal roofs, and they do everything that you need. So get in touch with them today and they would love to chat with you. We're going to get you updated with news in just a second. Still to come, taking out the trash We've also got, of course, things that happened on this date in history. Tell you what, Blake was working hard without the show prep today. It was crazy. So all the show prep is gone. And I got an interesting taking out trash. We'll get to that in a second. News this morning being brought to you by La Tienda Thriftway. New Year's Eve meat specials going on. Fryer drum sticks or thighs, 99 cents a pound. They also have whole boneless pork loin for $1.99 a pound. Boneless New York strip steak, $6.99 a pound. And spare ribs, just $1.88 a pound. How about avocados? Get a 5-count bag for $1.49. Cabbage for the new year, 3 pounds for $1. Seedless grapes, the red grapes, $1.89 a pound. Panhandle Pure iced tea, just 1 gallon, $1.98. Get Cheetos, Fritos, all the Frito-Lay brands for 2 for $7. And if you're looking at for lunch meat and that type of stuff, they have the honey ham, $4.99 a pound, and the the hard salami for $5.99 a pound, and Swiss cheese for $8.99 a pound. If you're looking for refreshments, they've got you covered there. Also, always stocked up with all the refreshments, including they've got Bud Light, Coors Light, Tecate, and Miller Lite. Get the 30-pack, 12-ounce cans. You can get it for $25.99. Find it all at La Tienda in Carlsbad. We're coming right back. We're beyond the Breakfast Club, W105.
MTD Radio News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Get the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases of the oil field process, Stone Oilfield Services has a fleet of over 60 trucks and a workforce of over 100 employees. From water transport to kill and vac truck operations, flowback services and pit filling to the clean out of rigs and tanks, as well as oiling and acidizing, Stone Oilfield believes in getting the job done right every time. Their central motto, do what you say you can do. Call them today at 575-396-1840. That's 396-1840.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. A delay in federal protections for the Pinyon Jay, a bird native to the forests of southern New Mexico, has led to a lawsuit filed in federal district court by environmentalists. Defenders of Wildlife filed a notice of its intent to sue the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service in October, calling for an endangered species listing on the jay and arguing its numbers dwindled perilously in recent decades. The suit was filed December 11th in U.S. District Court for the District of Colorado and came 2 years after the organization filed a petition asking for the listing and 7 months after the federal agency released its National Domestic Listing Work Plan, saying a decision on whether or not to list the bird would not come out until 2028. A team of New Mexican students made a name for themselves in the world of robotics after finishing second in a regional tournament in Dallas. This year, a team of 8 students from the organization took on schools across New Mexico and Texas in a battle to see who could build the best robot, have the best presentation, and create an informative engineering book. They called themselves the Rio Rancho Community Team. A total of 73 teams competed in the tournament, with the Rio Rancho Community Team taking second place overall. In addition to placing second overall, the team also placed first in exhibit design and construction and third for software design. And Guy and Angie Johnson with Double J Border Collies are offering a stock dog training clinic coming up 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. January 4th and 5th in Artesia. If you have a working Border Collie you'd like to train on sheep or cattle, this clinic's for you. And it's open to all herding dogs, whether your dog is just starting out or you're working cattle every day. Topics that will be covered include introducing dogs to livestock, how to work with instead of against your dog, and how to progress your training. And sheep and cattle are available. For more information, text or call Angie Johnson at 541-620-2828. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
Medications taking away key nutrients from your body? Struggling with weight loss? Pharmacy 575 offers all your prescription needs and more. From their My Daily Medication program with pre-dosed packages to weight loss plan with in-body scanner or their medication and wellness consultations, let Pharmacy 575 help. With walk-in vaccines and local delivery, they do it all. Go see Pharmacy 575 at 305 East Sanger, Suite 600 or call 575-263-2908. Find them on Facebook, Instagram, and X Pharmacy 575. Your health, their priority. Has work been rough? Start the new year off right with a new job. The Soaring Society of America has an immediate full-time opening for an experienced accounting person. Knowledge in Business Central preferred but not required. If this sounds like you, the Soaring Society of America team would love to hear from you. Please contact Denise at 575-390-1291. That's 575-390-1291.
Lacked Service Company of Hobbs is hiring field technicians as well as CDL drivers with hazmat endorsements. Lacked offers company paid insurance, PTO, vacation, and safety days to qualified employees. Stop by 3521 Industrial Drive in Hobbs today to submit an application, or for more information, contact Michael at 575-370-4604. That's 575-370-4604. Lacked Service Company, serving the oil and gas industry since 1969.
It's time again for your holiday designated driver service, Tipsy Taxi. Tipsy Taxi is provided and operated by your Lee County government. It's their gift to you. And it runs 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. every Friday and Saturday night through New Year's Eve. They can pick you up at home and take you to your holiday celebration or any public establishment. Let Tipsy Taxi do the driving for you for free. No matter where you live in Lee County, they'll provide a free and safe ride home. For more information or a ride, call Tipsy Taxi, 391-2982. That's 391-2982.
Awesome Graphics in Hobbs is on the hunt for a friendly, outgoing, in-store sales associate to work the front counter and help customers with orders, as well as assist in other duties, such as restocking shelves, organizing and displaying merchandise, etc. Outstanding customer service and basic computer skills are a must. Awesome Graphics offers a fantastic work environment and even better benefits, including paid holidays and paid time off, as well as 50% paid medical insurance after 90 days and 3% IRA contribution. Again, Awesome Graphics is looking for an in-store sales associate to join our awesome family. If interested, please bring your resume and job history and apply in person today at 523 West Sanger in Hobbs. No phone calls, please. Awesome Graphics is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome to B in the Breakfast Club. Don't underestimate B. Oh, that's his wife's job.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Call or text now 877-396-W105 to talk to B and the Breakfast Club.
Now that is the savage son of a beast I know and love.
Things that happen on this date in history on the way. Also taking out the trash. Got a lot of things to get to. Our number 877-396-W105. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by North Star Laundry, one-stop shop for all your laundry. They can wash, dry, and fold your clothes, dry clean your clothes, press them, starch them. They can do all of that, or you can do it all yourself. They have coin-operated machines at all three of their locations. Find them in Carlsbad and in Loving. They can take care of all of your clothes, or like I said, you can wash, dry, and fold your own clothes. Find them 609 West Lee in Carlsbad, 604 West Church in Carlsbad, 406 West Cedar in Loving. Check them out today. 60 and maybe some fog this morning. Most of that burning off, and when it does, sunny skies and a high today of 60. 40 tonight, and then 65 and sunny tomorrow. Saturday looking good, and Sunday, they're saying that we could be close to 70 again.
Is that crazy or what, huh?
Nuts. Crazy, crazy, crazy weather. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by Seminole Siding and Construction. Trusted name across southeast New Mexico. They've got you covered with siding, all your residential services, windows and doors and seamless gutters. They also do metal buildings. And if you need your roof taken care of, they can work with the insurance company. They can do shingle roof or metal roof. Go to the website and check them out today. It's SeminoleSidingAndConstruction.com for more information. Tom in the text.
All right, B, this texter's asking, how long do you think it will take for us overtime junkies to see tax-free overtime? Love you guys, says the text.
I don't know. Donald Trump promised it, so I would think that he's going to push that to get that done fairly quick. He also said no tax on Social Security, and I think we all agree that after a certain age, you shouldn't have to pay taxes. And I'm not just saying that because I am of that age, but, you know, you work your tail off your entire life. You should get a pass once you become, say, over 65 or 67.
I mean, and you've already been taxed on that very money anyways.
Yes.
I
Social
completely
Security,
agree with
you pay taxes on that money.
Yep.
Yeah.
There are so many situations that you were unfairly taxed. Inheritance tax. You already paid your mom and dad paid taxes on it. They inherited that money. Your grandparents paid taxes on it.
Yep.
That is one thing about, you know, we're just trying to level the playing field. I do believe level the playing field, make sure that the government's going to get a taste of that. But I do feel great to be an American because I talked to somebody from Norway, and he told me that he would love to live in the Philippines, but if he's out of country for 6 months, they can take 50% of his pension.
Whoa.
Wow.
I'm like, wait, it's your money.
Right.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. And if you build a house in the Philippines, then you have to pay more taxes on that because they believe that your money is the government's money.
Wow.
Yeah.
So thank God we don't live in a socialized country.
Correct.
Well,
They might have free health care, but you
sorta.
get what you pay for.
Sort of. We don't live in a socialized country.
Well, you're right about that.
Beyonce
Yeah,
and
you're
Post
right.
Malone and all of the masked gangsters owes the state and the citizens of Texas an apology for that horrible performance, says the texter.
See?
I'm going to disagree. I really enjoyed it, and I think that she did well. I mean,
I
was
didn't
it
see
a
it, so I
stellar
can't say.
performance? Maybe not.
I will say this much.
It was
Post
enjoyable.
Malone is more country than Beyonce will ever be.
I will agree with you
That's
on that.
true.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I listened to a
And
couple
he's not-
Post Malone songs.
Yeah.
He actually sounds country. I mean, if you take away the, you know, his face tattoos,
Yes.
he sounds country.
You know, and if you look past those face tattoos, Post Malone is actually a very likable guy. Like he is.
Well, now that he's off of drugs,
Mhm.
he is so much better of a person. And look, I'm not judge. I will never judge people by face tattoos.
Nope.
Right.
Because
Nope.
some of the greatest people I know are tatted up. Just saying.
You know,
You're welcome.
and I agree. Like that. Yeah, if you look past that, him and Jelly Roll are two of the most famous, humble men that are in the music industry right now. Like,
Yeah.
they're very, very humble. They have
I
not
got
forgotten
a
where they came
problem
from.
with some of the country that we call country. Just not. But you know,
No.
just like the weather, music is cyclical.
Sure.
And real country will come back around.
Well,
again.
Correct.
right now you find real country in old country and like red dirt Texas country.
Yes.
Right.
And Bulldozer.
Monica, I did get it down packed. I've got a tattoo scheduled for next week, and I'm gonna do it. I've got the certified.
What are you getting?
Certified. I don't know if you could see that on the camera.
Let me see. Let me switch. Oh my gosh.
What is it?
You're getting it.
I'm getting it.
You see it right here?
What's it say?
It says
It's a word you
certified.
can't say.
And then the A
Whole.
hole.
Oh man.
Yeah, the 100% premium print. I thought that added to it. So
Where
yeah, but,
where are you getting that?
I'm getting it right there on my bicep. So I got the guy will come to the house and do it at my house.
And half the listeners are asleep from listening to Tom. LOL. This texter says, I got a smile on my face watching my fiance open her gifts. I got no material things, but I don't mind. See, I guess seeing her happy was probably
Amen.
good for him. And that's so tender, honestly. We did roast Christmas Eve and then did a ham and a bunch of finger foods on Christmas Day. Corey said we had shrimp ribeyes and asado. Smokey says, you want to know what I got for Christmas? Not a damn thing, but all three. Hold on, I lost that. Did y'all check that one off?
You know, I didn't get anything either. And,
neither.
You know, my wife wanted to get me a ring, and when I told her no, she goes, well, that's what I wanted to get you, and you didn't want it. So I'm still waiting to collect on other things. We'll see.
All right, Gary from the Patch is saying, you know what? I had to work, unlike a bunch of radio jockeys that were mamby-pambies and took the day off.
Where were you overnight? I entertained you all night.
Right.
Every night.
Hey, I showed up on Christmas Day.
Yeah, you were doing the show
So
after
did
me.
I.
I mean, you didn't appreciate me being on?
Oh, and I got an how do you say this? Endoscopy? Endoscopy?
Oh, up the butt?
That's what it is.
I got an endoscopy for Christmas. Bored.
Ooh.
I don't get to see all three of my kids, but I did get to spend time with two of them, says a texter. Ew. Why'd you get that for
that
Christmas?
just didn't sound fun.
Yeah, and Jimmy from
Maybe
Roswell.
some people enjoy it. I don't know.
Jimmy from Roswell
Each
said
their
we
own.
had brisket for Christmas.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Gary-
yeah, you can't go wrong with brisket.
Gary from the Patch said I had to work, unlike a bunch of radio jockeys that are mamby-pamby
you
and
just
took
said.
the day off.
I just read that one.
You did? Chuck it off.
That's what I was saying. We were here.
Yeah, we were here.
We just didn't do Be in the Breakfast Club that day.
By
we all did our
Gummy. Okay.
we all did our normal shows.
Well, Gary, we're back. Gary, good
By
morning,
the way, New
Gary.
Year's Eve, Monica's not going to be here, and New Year's Eve, I won't be here.
We'll be vamonos.
I'll be
So-
here. Me and Blake will be here. And
Tom will be there, and we're bringing Russ in. So,
Leo, what did Russ play?
looks like the global demand for coal is at a record high in 2024. Didn't we just close down our coal firing plant in New Mexico
a couple years ago?
Yes, the liberals shut it down.
Yep.
And do you remember when it got so cold that the coal firing plant is the one that saved us?
Yes. That's right.
So if it ever look, green energy is great.
Yep.
Sometimes.
Yep, it is. We use it
But-
in our cabin.
Yeah, it is not going to save us during the winter. It's just not. Coal will. So the demand for coal is up about 30%. And a lot of that is driven by China's need for more coal. So instead of doing away with coal in the United States, couldn't we bend China over the barrel like they bend us over the barrel? I'm just asking. See, they also need fuel.
They do.
See, that's why it's good to have Donald Trump as president. We've got a leader. We got a negotiator.
Yep.
We got somebody that understands they need us more than we need them. Just saying. Marjorie Taylor Greene wants the death penalty for the migrant who allegedly set that woman on fire
I agree.
at the subway.
I agree.
So, outspoken Republican took to social media on Tuesday saying Sebastian Zapata, 33 years old, that lit that poor woman on fire.
My goodness.
Saying the death penalty is needed. Don't waste any of our tax dollars feeding this animal.
Ooh.
Amen. And that Guatemalan who set that woman on fire, Donald Trump says has been living in America on taxpayer money. So the Guatemalan who set that woman on fire was deported by Donald Trump's administration
Wow.
and then came back in the country. Imagine that. Lax policies by Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. The Guatemalan made his way back. There are blood on their hands
Oh, yeah.
for vetting these individuals.
Yep.
Sad. Christmas time in Brooklyn, I told you the story about the other individuals, but a 69-year-old stabbed by two robbers. And He tried to protect themselves, but, I mean, 2 against 1 is just too much. And of course, the governor, Kathy Hochul, saying things are fine. Things are great. Not a problem. And the Biden administration, when it comes to defense spending, Monday, they put in some provisions to prevent the Pentagon from picking up the tab for child sex change procedures. Thank God for that. Why would our military have to pay for child sex procedures?
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't.
See, I don't think it is ever right for a child to have a sex change. And I have no problem if you want to lop off your penis and become a woman
as an adult.
But I just don't believe that taxpayers should have to pay for such things.
Right.
Correct. At any age.
Yeah.
Blake?
At any
No,
age.
it's okay if you want to do it as an adult, but the taxpayer should not pay.
Correct.
Yeah, should not pay. Looks like Republicans want Donald Trump to dump Speaker Mike Johnson as Speaker. Do you think that's going to happen? I hope he does.
Not in the first 2 years.
I hope he does.
I'm kind of mixed feelings on this. I think he should, but is that the message you want to send right away, that you're not going to be united?
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I'm gonna be honest. Mike Johnson is the reason I left the Republican Party. I might come back into the fold.
Yeah.
If Mike Johnson is not the Speaker.
Well, who do you think that he will bring forward? That's the question.
I don't know. I would like somebody like a Jim Jordan. I'll take Thomas Massey.
Yeah, I'll take Thomas Massey all day.
I'll take Thomas Massey. By the way, Thomas Massey voted no to the CR. And here's Thomas Massey talking about all this money that we have spent as a political party. Both parties have spent money to pay off sexual abuse, to pay off women and men that were sexually abused by our legislators. Shouldn't we know who these people are?
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't the constituents know who they're, and why do we have a slush fund?
Correct.
That's our tax
Good
dollars.
question.
Shouldn't we have accountability?
Yes.
So here's what Massey had to say about Matt Gaetz and all the information that came out on the ethics reports being rolled out against Matt Gaetz, but not rolled out against other senators and representatives. Here's what they had to say. Thomas Massey from Texas.
Congress has paid over $17 million in hush money for sexual misconduct inside of the offices in these buildings. And what's more is that was taxpayer money, right? The allegation is that President Trump paid $130,000 of his own money. But here in Congress, there may be some on this dais. I mean, I'm for turning loose all of these records. Who in here has had the taxpayer pay for their sexual misconduct charges, the hush money? I bet there's some over there. There may be some over here. I don't know, but I do know it's taxpayer money, and I do know not a single penny of it has been turned in as a campaign finance expense. Is the FEC going to investigate the $17 million that the Congress has paid to settle, behind closed doors these sexual misconduct allegations?
So the whole thing is a scam. And by the way, he's from Kentucky, not Texas. I misspoke.
He's the eastern side of Kentucky, Louisville.
So anybody that they paid money to, do they pay taxes on their money? Did the legislators pay taxes on that money? Because it was paid on their behalf.
I'm sure they didn't.
Why are we paying taxes?
Right.
Well, remember, Congress always votes to exempt themselves from every law they pass for everybody else and every regulation.
Crazy.
It almost makes them criminals.
Sucks, doesn't it?
And in a way, they're exempt from all the laws. Right. How are they not criminals?
it's amazing to me that all these allegations against Matt Gaetz started coming out after Donald Trump said, I want you to be my attorney general. Right. Matt Gaetz, the report that came out on Friday is all allegations from anonymous people. Matt Gaetz laid it out and told about, his father was also a victim of blackmail, but went to the FBI. So him and his dad went to the FBI. Listen to this about exactly what happened.
What's happening is an extortion of me and my family involving a former Department of Justice official. On March 16th, my father got a text message demanding a meeting wherein a person demanded $25 million in exchange for making horrible sex trafficking allegations against me go away. Our family was so troubled by that, we went to the local FBI. And the FBI and the Department of Justice were so concerned about this attempted extortion of a member of Congress that they asked my dad to wear a wire, which he did with the former Department of Justice official. Tonight, I am demanding that the Department of Justice and the FBI release the audio recordings that were made under their supervision and at their direction, which will prove my innocence.
So I hate Anonymous. And why did they release this ethics violations against Matt Gaetz when we paid out $17 million of hush money?
Because
Why
they're
wouldn't
trying
that just
to
be
smear
paid
him.
out?
Because they're trying to smear him.
Of course they are. Of course they are. All right, 746. Mexican cops arrest members of a vigilante mob who set fire to a gang. Authorities in Mexico arrested 3 individuals on murder charges after they allegedly took part in an incident where a vigilante mob set fire to 4 men who were part of an extortion gang. During the arrest, several of the neighbors tried to intervene, setting off a sharp shootout with the police. So wait, we got a vigilante gang that is going after individuals, the bad guys, because the police aren't doing their job, and now the vigilantes have been arrested. Did I get that right?
Yep.
Yes, that's the way it worked. That's the way that worked. Crazy. And Amazon Studio being blasted for censorship of a Christmas classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Blake, did you see that story? What part did they take out that's got people?
I don't know. I didn't see that.
So Amazon Prime Studio taking heat for the Christmas censorship of a scene in the classic film, It's a Wonderful Life, with many saying the edits make the movie nonsensical and eliminates one of the most important bits of character development in the film.
Did they take out the whole thing about the angel at the beginning and he has to earn his wings and all that?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, we can't have, anything to do with Christians in there. Come on.
Well, that is kind of, it's the subplot to the whole movie.
Whole thing.
Yeah. And Kansas City
Daddy,
Chiefs.
when the bell rings and
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, God.
That's right. That's right.
I used to quote that movie not even knowing what it was from.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't originally a Christmas. It wasn't released as a Christmas movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It bombed at the box office, too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there are many movies that weren't a Christmas movie to begin with, but become a Christmas movie.
Well, and they are Christmas movies, and a lot of people don't like to admit that they are.
Name one, Tom. Name one with Bruce Willis.
Die Hard.
That's right. All of them.
1 through 4.
See, I would never think that one.
They all take place at Christmas time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would argue, depending on how you want to define Christmas movie, I would argue that whatever you come up with, that Die Hard is more of a Christmas movie than Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, wow.
Tom, did you go watch the movie, the Rock's Christmas movie?
Yeah, on Netflix, on the TV.
It's on
Did you
Amazon.
see it?
Yeah, Red One. What's the
Red
name
One.
of Red One is the name of the sleigh that Santa uses. I think I mentioned that it's Star Wars versus Santa Claus.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Did you watch the movie? That was the question.
I didn't. The whole movie.
You didn't?
So,
I did. And
you watched the whole movie?
Yeah. Well, the bad guys were the Star Wars characters.
They're
in
that movie.
It was. Okay.
They don't have the license to use Star Wars.
Well,
characters.
Star Wars like characters. I mean, they all look like them.
So you watched the movie, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
And your thoughts?
I wasted 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, it was it wasn't the greatest movie.
Doesn't J.K. Simmons play Santa Claus in it?
It wasn't the worst movie. I watched last night. I watched the movie about the on Netflix where they're smuggling gas from Colombia into what's the country next to. And I mean, that was a waste of my time.
Argentina.
Look, I have not seen it, so I can't say. But according to IMDb, the plot for Red One is after Santa Claus is kidnapped, the North Pole's head of security must team up with a notorious hacker in a globe-trotting, action-packed mission to save Christmas. There doesn't say anything about Star Wars in there.
I think they tried to bring like a Star Wars like effect to a Christmas feel. So they basically like abduct Santa and then like his best elf, which is The Rock.
Have you seen Star Wars? There's no abduction.
I've never seen.
I don't think
but
it
like
took
the
on Star
characters, like the out of this world characters.
You gotta watch it, Blake.
I'm gonna give you my two quick things to watch on Netflix.
Okay.
Carry On. If you haven't watched Carry On,
Carry On.
go check that out.
That's good.
And if you're a history buff, the 688.
Yes, that's good too.
That's also a good one. It's probably over your head, but go watch it anyway. So a player got in a little trouble doing the gun symbol. Xavier Worthy. Is he a rookie, Tom?
Xavier Worthy. Yes, he is from Texas, I believe.
So anyway, he did the rookie. He lifted up his shirt like he had the gun under there. Anyway, he's gonna get fined. And of course, Beyonce can do it. The finger gun gesture.
Well, he didn't do the finger. He held up his shirt like he was revealing a hidden gun.
Yeah.
And so
You'll be fine.
We'll see. New Mexico. Looks like a woman sentenced for a wrong way crash. She wrecked into another car driving the wrong way down the interstate 3 years ago. She's going to spend a decade behind bars. Danielle Archuleta pled no contest to homicide by vehicle, and looks like she's going to spend a long time, about half a decade behind bars for the accident that took somebody's life. One injured after a fire at Belen High School. One person in the hospital after fire broke out at Belen High School. The Rio Communities Fire Department and the Belen Fire and Rescue were on the scene, responded to a RV and a car fire about 4 a.m. on Monday. Crews quickly contained the fire. One person transported to the hospital, and there were no damage to the school grounds. No word on why there was a car and an RV at the school. Have no idea about that. Crazy. All right, taking out trash on the way. Our number 877-396-W105. Morning show this morning being brought to you by our buddies at the Wood Swan. You missed the boat if you didn't give them a call. And look, if you're still looking for like a end table or a nightstand or something, maybe you're in the doghouse and you need to come up with something. Look, these folks have coffee tables. They have a huge facility. It's like a 30,000 square foot manufacturing plant, and you can find it right there on U.S. Highway 70. They also have a showroom where you can go check everything out. And you're lucky because you can also go check them out at www.woodswan.com or call Sherry this morning at 575-430-2325. Looking for a conference room table? Not a problem. They've got you covered there. They've got, and not just wood that is native to New Mexico. They bring in wood from all over the place. Find out more information. Just go to woodswan.com for more info. Taking out trash up next. Tom in the text.
All right, Chrissy, our health correspondent is chiming in. Don't laugh. I watched the Die Hard yesterday. I told my husband it was not Christmas, and we got into a huge debate over this. Never have I ever seen it, says Chrissy this morning.
It's a Christmas movie.
She says, I think it's very lame, by the way. I like both of them.
Yippee-ki-yay.
And maybe the rookie was lifting his shirt to show his abs? Asked this one text.
Ooh.
Yeah,
He did it to the, go look at the video. He did it to the side like, hey, I got a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tugging his pants or something. And I watched the red one, and I thought it was a good action movie.
A good action movie.
It was a good
action movie. Did you put a little roll into that, Tom? A little roll into
And
Hey.
Better Than You says, I think Tom A says it was like Star Wars characters.
Yeah,
And it
like
was.
Star Wars characters. And good morning from Ruidoso and Merry Christmas. We had ribeyes, tamales, and roasted broccoli and onions. Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. And good, some exciting and I guess you could say good news. And I don't know how much information I can give to those of you who listen in Ruidoso. I'll be doing a show on KBUI here pretty soon within the new year. I got word from Will, so just stay tuned. We'll share that. Can I say that?
Yeah.
You just
Okay,
did.
I just did. I mean, it's you guys will have fun, I promise. So if you're a listener in Ruidoso, let me know. Hit me up.
Speaking of Ruidoso, I talked to my friend there who sold me that red Toyota because I said, well, people down here think I was driving a blue Honda.
A blue Honda.
At different time.
It was, you had a red Toyota, Tom. You got the red Toyota after you wrecked the blue Honda. Whatever, bro.
No, so I said, Ray, is
Which
that
you
true?
ought to tell the doctor. You ought to tell the doctor. I can't even remember all the cars I've owned over the past 5 years.
So I said, Ray, if you're listening on Thursday, call in and put these
Blue
guys in their place.
Damn Honda. Blue damn Honda, Tom. Blue Honda.
You had a
All
red
right,
Toyota
things that-
after the blue Honda.
Yes.
No.
All right, we're going to get to things that happened in history. I've got taken out trash. Taking out trash being brought to you by Trash Eaters, trash-eaters.com, or call Kayleen 575-408-1719. Trash Eaters offering to haul away all your waste. Look, if you are, have a residential trash pickup day and somebody keeps missing it, call these guys. They're local, veteran-owned and operated. If you own a business, they would love to talk to you about commercial waste hauling. They've got the big dumpsters. They also have the roll-off containers they can drop off at location. Call Kayleen, 575-408-1719 or trash-eaters.com. I love the way this happens. I think this is what we call karma, Tom. A dog meat restaurant in Vietnam. The owner has died from rabies. Just days after experiencing symptoms, highlighting the risk of eating, animals without any precautions. 33-year-old Nugent Van B. Butchered the dogs and the cats at his restaurant. That's how he was exposed to the rabies rabies virus. One of the dogs was infected. Van B initially sought medical care after experiencing fatigue and difficult breathing, and he was diagnosed with rabies. Despite the treatment, the man requested to leave the hospital and return home. because he had more dogs and cats to butcher.
Rabies, once you've been determined that you 100% have it, is 100% fatal.
Yeah.
Really?
While at home, his condition worsened, leading to severe rabies symptoms, including foaming at the mouth, muscle spasms, confusion, and he eventually died.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that killed the dogs got the rabies.
Good.
It is karma.
It is.
It is karma. And if you've ever witnessed a dog or animal have rabies, it is a terrible thing to see.
Mm-hmm.
My father-in-law has dogs. My dogs are like my kids. So my dogs get all the vaccinations, all their treatments. And one of his dogs, cute little puppy, got rabies and became violent.
Mm-hmm.
Not the dog's fault, because it goes to their brain, and then they act very, very silly. So this is a case of karma and taking out the trash. Next time, maybe don't kill the dogs and cats.
Sure.
And then serve them up at the restaurant. Bleh, bleh, bleh. Taking out the trash, being brought to you by Trash Eaters this morning. Tom on the text. Then we'll take a break.
I hate you all equally is chiming, or they're chiming in. Says we had Alsop's burritos. Says all equally. And Tom lifts his shirt to show his longas. What does that mean, longas?
Your lonjas, your little lonjitas.
Really, Tom? You're Mexican, bro.
I don't know what that
What's
means.
the matter with you? Your name as a kid was Lonca. Gordo Lonca.
They don't know what that means.
It means like a little roll, like a little panza roll. We
roll.
call them lonjas. And this texter said, I'm still trying to figure out how you tie country, white lowriders, and bandanas on their face all together with a mix of R&B to be country. Shaking my damn head. Now, here's the interesting part and sad part at the same time. You don't have to. Because the two most important people in that equation were Netflix and, of course, Beyonce. So they both made out with lots of money, and it doesn't matter because we watched it, right?
Well, and
that's right.
It doesn't. They didn't. I guess Beyonce says it's country, but that doesn't make it country.
We live in a day and age where a man can call himself a woman.
Right.
And
correct.
We live in a day and age where kids can call themselves cats, and all of a sudden they identify as furries. And so, if Beyonce wants to be country, I guess she's country.
Well, my point is, it's not a country halftime show. It's a halftime show of a football game.
It's a halftime show. It's entertainment. And that's what, our conversation was last night, because I taught my girls some original Beyonce music on the way home last night from my parents' house. I was like, this is the Beyonce that I knew. This is her original vibe. Like, this is what she started out singing. And now she's singing country, blah, 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 which, Texas Hold'em, honestly, it's a great song. I like it, but I'm a girl. It is stupid, but whatever, right? It's whatever. Like, our opinion really means nothing in the grand scheme of things. We either like it or we don't. They're still making money, and we're still just talking about them. Plain and simple.
Well, and they can call it country, and they can play it on all those new country stations.
Correct.
We ain't playing it here.
Correct.
Well, I'm just glad they did something about Texas.
I know. Well, she's paying homage to Houston. Yeah. Like, Houston is her city. Yeah. Like, and she'll represent.
She's born there.
Yeah. Correct. So, like,
Tom,
is she Texan?
all I got to say is, can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobile? Can you pay my bills? Can we just chill and you pay my bill?
So you and me are through. Dun.
Can you pay my bills? I didn't even say nothing about cell phone bill.
Tom's all like, huh?
I don't think
he doesn't.
Jelly Roll is a baddie.
Wrap her up.
Okay. Jelly Roll is a baddie. My 6-year-old granddaughter wants to sell her toys just to get tickets to see him.
Oh.
You know, she'll get them.
And Monica Hater says the only country Beyonce showed yesterday was her cow-sized body.
Her cow-sized body. Oh, you're definitely a hater.
Look, I think Beyonce is a very attractive woman.
She is.
I mean, she's got and she's got and
Did you like her?
yeah.
Did you like her in Austin Powers?
I don't remember her in Austin Powers.
I didn't watch Austin Powers, so
Beyonce's beautiful. Like
No.
everything about her is beautiful. Her
Married to a
smile,
thug, though.
her hair, whether it's fake or real, her body. She's a beautiful woman. Weather is no crazier than a bipolar menopausal woman, says Smokey in Arizona. And
no doubt.
The best thing I got for Christmas is the joy and happiness I get from my kids and wife opening their gifts, says Jay in the Patch. Nick from the Patch says only the first 2 diehards take place at Christmas time. Blake. Linda in Carlsbad says Christmas movie, Donovan's Reef. I watched Red One. I thought it was a good action movie. You already read that. And I had fried turkey, sweet potatoes, spiced green beans, and giblet gravy for Christmas. Sounds
Get her done.
delicious. That's it for
Get
the
her
text line.
done. Crazy. All right, well, let's do things that happened on this date in history. National Anthem and the Pledge on the way. Things that happened on this date in history being brought to you by 2A Tactical Firearms Indoor Firing Range, 236 East Navajo in Hobbs. Veteran-owned and operated, the largest selection of firearms around. State-of-the-art indoor firing range. We had somebody say they've got the annual membership. You can go in there and just hone in on your skills. Milo FPI training simulator. You can shoot live fire or with the laser. 1,000 different scenarios. They'll set it up for you. Or get in there and shoot your gun at the range. They offer monthly memberships and hourly rates are available. They have tons of optics, gun accessories, and the largest selection of firearms. Financing's available, and if you need training, if you're a first-time gun owner, they do offer training. 2atacticalrange.com or 236 East Navajo and Hobbs, proud sponsor of things that happen on this date in history.
So in 1773, the expulsion of tea ships from Philadelphia happened, which a few years later, of course, in 1776, George Washington led the U.S. troops to defeat the Hessians at the Battle of Trenton, New Jersey.
Aw.
In 1805, the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts was established in Philadelphia. In 1862, the largest mass execution in U.S. history, 38 Dakota men were executed via hanging in the aftermath of the U.S.-Dakota War in Minnesota. Also in 1862, U.S. Navy formally commissioned the first hospital ship. The USS Red Rover was a captured Confederate side-wheel barracks ship that was converted for the purpose. In 1877, Socialist Labor Party of North America held their first convention. Today, most of those people belong to the Democrat Party.
Mm-hmm.
And in 1914, the U.S. government protested the British interference with the American merchant ship at sea. On the same day, Germans announced they will treat food as contraband subject to seizure. And in 1919, the Yankees and Boston Red Sox reached an agreement to move future Baseball Hall of Fame pitching slugger, Tom, what was his name?
Babe Ruth.
To New York. In 1933, FM radio patent granted to the American engineer Edward Howard Armstrong. And in 1941, Winston Churchill became the first British Prime Minister to address a joint meeting of the U.S. Congress, warning that Axis would stop at nothing. In 1946, the Flamingo Hotel was opened in Las Vegas, Nevada. Who opened that, Tom?
It was the mob.
Who in particular? Bugsy Siegel.
Yeah,
Yep.
Bugsy.
Never.
You never heard of Bugsy Siegel?
No.
1963,
like you knew him or something. Bugs. Yeah.
Oh, Bugsy.
He will always be a cornerstone in their organization. Gary Kasparov defeated fellow Russian Anthony Karpov to retain the World Chess Championship in 1990. And in 2004, a 9.3 magnitude earthquake created a tsunami, causing devastation in Sri Lanka, India, Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, and the Maldives. On the edges of the Indian Ocean, killed 230,000 people.
Oh, man.
And today is Boxing Day, St. Stephen's Day, National Thank You Note Day, Day of Goodwill, National Candy Cane Day, National Homeowners Day, National Winers Day, and of course, this year, Hanukkah starts today, and so does Kwanzaa. And birthdays this year, or this day in history. In 1945, John Walsh was born. What show was he on, Tom?
He was born FBI's Most Wanted.
America's Most Wanted.
America's Most
And he
Wanted.
turned 79. We're going backwards in age today. 1954, he makes him 70. Ozzie Smith was born. Who is he, Tom?
He was part of the Ozzie Boys.
He's a baseball player.
He's a Hall of Fame infielder. He was a 15-time MLB All-Star, 13-time Golden Glove Award winner, World Series in 82, the National League Silver Slugger Award in 87, and he was the NLCS MVP in 1985. He played for the Cardinals and the Padres.
Yep.
What the hell's the matter with you?
Man. Peter Woods is 70 today.
Never heard of him.
He was an American rock guitarist for Romeo Void. Maybe you heard the song Never Say Never or Girl in Trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Lars Ulrich is 61 today. Go ahead, Tom.
Never heard of her.
He's a heavy metal drummer. Can you name his band? Just take a guess. Come on.
ZZ Top.
Metallica.
Oh.
Now name a Metallica song.
Stairway to Heaven.
No.
Oh, my God.
Hell.
Kevin for the save.
Metallica,
Yeah.
Sandman.
Enter Sandman.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Ride the Lightning, One, Master of Puppets, and Justice for All. You know.
Gee whiz.
Jared
It's okay
Leto.
not to know.
It's not. Jared Leto is 53 today.
I say it is.
Who's 53?
Jared Leto.
He's Jay's brother?
Nope. That's Leto, and this is Leto. He is 53. He's an actor.
He was in The Neighborhood.
He was in My So-Called Life, Requiem for a Dream, Morbius. He
Yeah,
played
he's
Joker.
not very famous.
Monica's drinking sandal.
And Kit Harington turns 38 today. Tom?
Kid Rock.
Kit Harington.
Tom.
He was on Game of Thrones. He was Jon Snow.
Never heard of him. It is.
You've never heard of Jon Snow from Game of Thrones?
No.
No, we don't watch that kind of stuff. Blake,
She threw me out because she's drinking sand.
I'm not drinking sand.
What are
We'll
you
talk
drinking?
about that in a minute.
Oh.
Let's talk
And
about
those
things-
are the birthdays and what happened on this day in history. And if today is your birthday, happy birthday to you, Kevin. Take it away.
God bless America. All right, we got a lot of things to get to. Our national anthem and our pledge. We'll keep you updated with all of that. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Main Trailer Sales. Don't go camping without Main Trailer Sales. 575-822-1751. They've got over 70 years experience. They are still in business after 70 years because they treat people the right way. They give great deals. They've got a huge selection right now. Both lots packed with inventory, new and pre-owned, fifth wheels, toy haulers, ultralights, and so much more. Working in the patch, get yourself a RV today. If you're getting paid the per diem, let the per diem pay for your fifth wheel. MainTrailerSalesInc.com. Take the virtual tour today. High temperature, 60. We could be in the 70s, they say, by Sunday. We'll stay in the 60s, though, today, tomorrow, and Saturday. By Monday, make that Sunday, high temperature 73. Crazy weather. On the way, we're going to talk about a Santa Fe man. New charge from a separate incident. Rand Paul released a report that details over $1 trillion in government waste. I'll tell you where you can find that. And we'll also talk about walking pneumonia is on the uptick.
Ooh.
I'll get you updated with that. And Santa Fe police suspect accused of attempted homicide. I'll update you with those stories and more. It's on the way. It's 8:13, National Anthem and the Pledge, KWMW, Mount Jamora 105.1 FM. National Anthem and the Pledge being brought to you by Rebecca Long. Get in touch with Rebecca, 575-393-2661. She can take care of all of your insurance, home, auto, recreational insurance, commercial insurance, life insurance. Started her business at 18 years of age, 40-plus years later, still going strong. You're a local Farmers Insurance agent. Call Rebecca today for a quote, 575-393-2661. Proud sponsor of the National Anthem and the Pledge on W105.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so streaming, and the rockets rock-a-loud, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
brave. 8:16 after 8. We are W105. Large prayer this morning being brought to you by Jude Oil, reminding you God is in control.
From the Gospel of Luke, after the 40 days were over, Mary and Joseph brought Jesus to be presented at the temple. They met Simeon there, who'd been promised that he would see Christ before he died. He recognized Jesus, held him in his arms, and glorified God. He also prophesied of Christ's mission on earth.
Hi, this is Kim with Judah Oil and the Harris family doing the Lord's Prayer for you today. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
We're going to keep you updated with all the news being brought to you by Ragsdale Law Firm. Luke Ragsdale. Get in touch with Luke today. Accidents happen when you least expect it. You need a trusted law firm, somebody that's going to fight for you. And don't forget, you never pay a penny until they win your case. RagsdaleLawFirm.com for more information, specializing in car accidents, personal injury, medical malpractice, all field accidents, and more. They're based in Roswell, serving all of Southeast New Mexico. RagsdaleLawFirm.com, 575-208-5300. We're coming right back. We're being on the Breakfast Club, 18 after 8, W105.
News, I'm Gianna Gelosi. Some aviation experts and Ukrainian officials are blaming Russia for the Azerbaijan Airlines plane crash that left 38 people dead.
The Wall Street Journal reporting that an aviation security firm believes the flight was likely shot down by a Russian military air defense system after it evaluated the footage of the crash, damage to the aircraft, and recent military activity.
That's Fox's Chanley Painter. A Kremlin spokesperson says it would be wrong to speculate on the cause of the crash until the investigation concludes. A somber 20-year anniversary in countries along the Indian Ocean.
We can never forget what happened on that black day, the 26th of December 2004.
That's when more than 250,000 people across 17 countries were killed by a massive tsunami. America's listening to Fox News.
If you need an aggressive, experienced personal injury attorney who is honest and true, you need to get the Gorilla.
So I'm 23 years old. I worked at a warehouse, and I took an injury which caused the amputation of my right leg. I was approached by a specific firm, and they turned my case down within 5 minutes. I was told to come visit the Gorilla Law Firm, and immediately they saw potential in my case. And I tell you what, Gorilla Law Firm had my back when no one else did. The Gorilla Law Firm made me a multi-millionaire. And if you're injured, you call the Gorilla Law Firm too.
The Gorilla Law Firm, 3130 North Grimes and Hobbs, or call 575-964-2720.
Did you know that when you become employed with Eddy County, you'll be receiving one of the best and most competitive benefits packages in southeast New Mexico? Eddy County offers great pay, paid vacation, paid sick leave, and holiday pay in addition. You get para-retirement, and for full-time employees, 100% health insurance paid and 60% for your dependents. You can find a list of open positions and apply at New Mexico Workforce Connection or online at eddycounty.org. Eddy County is an equal opportunity employer.
Ho! Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyotathon. So, Jan, got any red Tacomas?
Yeah, we have a great selection of vehicles, including Tacomas.
After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida.
Did you say Florida? Can the elves and I go too?
Dealer inventory may vary. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Visit Permian Toyota in Hobbs today. Toyota, let's go places.
Honey, what are you doing? It's 4 a.m.
Well, I'm making a big breakfast for you and the kids. We gotta get going this morning. It's a long drive to Midland Airport.
I booked our flights out of our airport here in Hobbs. It's in town, not in Texas.
Well, you want some toast?
Is that strawberry?
Organic boysenberry.
I'm going back to bed.
Love you.
Flying in and out of Hobbs gives you more time and less stress. So when it's time to fly, you gotta fly Hobbs.
I'm heading out to catch a game with my friends. I don't want to die.
It's girls' night out. I don't want to die.
We're going to my son's house for dinner. I don't want to die.
Too many innocent victims die because of drunk driving. The senseless loss of life must stop. It's up to you to end DWI. This message brought to you by NMDOT.
If they ask for your Medicare, Social Security, or bank information, hang up the phone. If they want money, hang up the phone. If they want an answer now, hang up the phone. A trusted institution will never call and ask for personal information or payment. Protect your information, hang up the phone, and report attempted fraud. Learn more or report at aging.nm.gov/fraud.
Sponsored by this station and the NMBA.
It's time again for your holiday designated driver service, Tipsy Taxi. Tipsy Taxi is provided and operated by your Lee County government. It's their gift to you. And it runs 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. every Friday and Saturday night through New Year's Eve. They can pick you up at home and take you to your holiday celebration or any public establishment. Let Tipsy Taxi do the driving for you for free. No matter where you live in Lee County, they'll provide a free and safe ride home. For more information or a ride, call Tipsy Taxi, 391-2982. That's 391-2982.
Bob's Ridgeway wants to say Merry Christmas with big seasonal savings and more than 150 sale items this week. All of your Christmas candies, from the candy-filled canes, peppermint canes, the Queen Anne cherries, down to the nice chocolate stir sticks, all on special this week. Big Christmas savings in your grocery aisle. From Boston butt, pork shoulder, $1.59 a pound, to the Hormel party trays, the big 28 ounces, just $12.99. Cape Crevel cooked shrimp, the 3140s big 1 pound bag, just $5.99. Savings on deli lunch meats, jalapeno peppers, graham cracker crust. Get Haas avocados too for $3. More than 150 big sale items to bring in the season at Bob's Ridgeway. 906 West Avenue D in Lovington, where your grocery dollar always goes farther.
Now
Now back to the show.
Whoever said nothing is impossible is a liar. Tom A. has been successfully doing nothing for years.
While you were asleep, we simply took you to our little corner of heaven.
Call or text now, 877-396-W105 to talk to B in the Breakfast Club.
Another day, another 55-cent boob of the day. Still to come. Our number 877-396-W105. Question of the day. We got multiple. Turkey or ham for Thanksgiving? And what did you get? I mean, turkey or ham for Christmas? And what did you get for Christmas? Monica, what did you get?
I got 2 new pairs of shoes. I got this really fuzzy, like black and gray cheetah vest. I got a new purse. I got 2 new outfits, 2 new pairs of earrings. I didn't get any perfume though. I was hoping somebody would give me a new perfume that I wanted.
So did you get an arc to go with the 2 of everything you were getting?
Right?
Yeah, I mean, we can put it all on there.
No, I didn't. And then I got a new razor, like cool little stocking stuffers. Yeah. I have this really strict rule about do not give me anything like for the house as a Christmas gift. Like, I don't want a new blender. I don't want pots and pans.
That should be
washer and dryer.
That should
Correct.
be ongoing.
Yeah. And my mom gave me a hand mixer. And I looked at her and I was like, geez, what are you trying to say? And she was like, nothing.
Make some tortillas.
I know. I was like, I'm against these gifts. I just kind of put it to the side. I mean, I'm still thankful, but nonetheless, I mean, it's like the girls. When people were like, what do you want us to get the girls? I'm like, toys. Like, do not get them any clothes. They're solid. They're good on it. Yeah. Give them toys.
Well, Tom, what did you get?
So I'm asking her, so you got a monkey vest for Christmas?
A monkey vest? A cheetah vest.
Cheetah.
Uh-huh.
Cheetah is not a monkey.
For New York.
Well, what's a cheetah vest then?
Oh, it's like a cheetah print. Like
it's like your diet. You get the cheetah all the time.
You mean the tiger cheetah?
The tiger, yeah, like the animal cheetah.
Oh, okay.
The tiger, tiger, cheetah, same thing.
I watch those wildlife shows all the time.
Or it could be like your diet. You get the cheetah.
Yeah.
You cheetah here, you cheetah there. Just big
whatever.
Cheetah.
What did I get? I didn't get nothing, to tell you the truth.
So.
Oh, well, Christmas isn't over.
The wife got.
Well, no, I take that back. I got a
2
white
rings.
Elephant. 2 what, B?
The wife got 2 rings.
Ooh, were they
She
gold?
got a necklace.
Good for you.
Purse. I think that's. And cash.
Oh, nice. Look at you go.
And cash. Well, it's not
money.
like I had an alternative.
And I feel like men, bless their hearts, men always get the short end of the stick.
Yep.
We get the shaft.
And not like, I guess because they get their fair share of gifts or whatever, but they're the providers. They're the ones who make Christmas happen. And so, like, at the end of the day, I feel like they have that joy of, like, it wouldn't be possible if it weren't for me. And so that's tremendous. Like, my dad never knew what any of us got. He just knew he bought it all.
So, Tom, did, when you were married, did you ask for certain favors on Christmas?
Favors? Yeah. Fruitcake.
Party favors?
A fruitcake. Yes, fruitcake. That's exactly what I was talking about. I don't know how you knew that. Yeah.
I like fruitcake. Nobody sold fruitcake nowhere today this year.
Oh, they sold it everywhere.
Who would want to eat that? Who would want to eat that?
Oh, I would. I mean,
that would be like, I don't know, to me.
You should have been here, Tom. We had fruitcake.
If I was ever captured and they wanted to punish me to get information out, make me eat fruitcake.
You must eat that fruitcake.
I would spill the beans quick. MSNBC, Rachel Maddow, very upset.
Oh, God, please.
Ambassadors. She did not have a problem with our hostages being taken all these months. She didn't whisper one iota. But listen to what she has to say about some of Trump's picks for our ambassadors, and she's very upset. Rachel Maddow.
Interesting to watch, and it's maybe good drama, unless, God forbid, you've got a family member who's a hostage somewhere and is counting on help from the U.S. government to save his or her life. And you're starting to worry if maybe Jared's roommate wasn't the best point person to head that up for the U.S. government. Maybe there's somebody more qualified. I mean, it's hilarious unless you've got a loved one, trapped overseas in some sort of problem in an important foreign country who needs help from the U.S. embassy in that country. And it turns out Don Jr.'s girlfriend with no diplomatic experience is the ambassador there. I mean, it all could be very interesting drama.
Well, she didn't have a problem with how long the hostages have been.
October 7th.
Over a year.
Yep.
Oh, over a year. So she didn't have a problem with Joe Biden's folks not getting it done. She had zero problems with that. But now that Jared Kushner's college roommate, who actually is Jewish and has got dual citizenship and is, had businesses in both places, she's got a problem with that. She's got a problem with that. And where is Don Jr.'s ex-girlfriend? Where is he going? Where is she, like Greece? Is that?
Yeah, I think that's
something
right.
like that.
I mean,
I think that's right.
But she had zero problems with, it's been over a year and the hostages haven't come home. No problem. But mention Jared Kushner's name, there's the problem. Yeah, that's going to be a big problem.
And speaking of overseas, Kevin, good morning to all of our listeners that are overseas right now. We have one in Poland, one in England, one in South Africa, one in Germany, and one in Canada this morning. So good morning.
Good morning,
international
everyone.
listeners.
So how do we say good morning to all of them?
Well, please do, Tom, right now.
Say good morning in all the languages that you know.
Yeah. So
Go
what
ahead.
was it in South Africa?
South Africa, how would you say that?
Good morning.
Okay, next one.
So what language do they speak in South Africa, Tom?
Germany, Poland, England, and Canada.
Canada. Hey.
Okay.
Good morning, Nate.
Poland, Germany, and England.
Poland.
I have no idea what the hell that is.
He doesn't either. We're sorry.
What's the other one? I'll take a shot at them.
Do a Chinese one.
Germany.
Morning.
Do a Chinese
Let me
one.
tell you how you speak to people in Germany.
We don't have anyone in China right now.
Oh, okay.
Bring me a beer. That's how you speak to people in Germany.
Bring me a beer.
Or I will bring you a beer.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
So good morning, everyone.
I'll take a shot.
And everyone here in the U.S. too. We have. It looks like we're across about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 13, 14 different states right now. So good morning, everyone.
Well, I hope you have a great day. Looks like Santa Fe man faces new charges from a separate incident. So the security guard allegedly facing attempted murder charges, now facing additional charges for an incident that happened just hours before. According to the criminal complaint, Santa Fe police responding to Albertsons in November of this year. The man claimed to be a security guard, threatened to pepper spray another gentleman, and then pushed him from behind and hit him with a baton. The man also told police that the security guard, identified as Jared Chavez, threatened him with a rifle. According to the complaint, Chavez admitted to striking the man with a baton, but said that it was an accident. He is now facing aggravated battery charges with a deadly weapon and other charges. The guy will not be a security guard for much longer. You can count on that. And Rand Paul releasing details of government waste. How much money do you think we waste
Oh, man.
annually, Tom?
Stop counting on that one. Billions.
billions.
Yeah.
How about trillions? $1 trillion in government waste.
Already, my goodness.
Here are some of the worst of the worst. $1 trillion in government waste, including stuff like ice skating for drag queens. We're paying for that.
Oh my God.
$12
Get rid of that.
million for a Las Vegas pickleball complex.
Well, that's healthy stuff there.
So you're okay with that waste?
Yeah, I'm all right with that one.
$8 million for Ukrainian social media influencers.
Oh my God.
$4 million for influencers in Ukraine. And the list goes on and on and on. The deal, when it comes to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Well, wait, we spent $720,000 on a wetland project for ducks in Mexico. Almost $1 million for ducks in Mexico. And we can't even get our roads paved.
Right. That's crazy.
Our kids can't even get a good education. Our Social Security is taxed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
And we're spending all this money for ducks in Mexico.
Wild.
Why would we care? By the way, go and check out the complete list of waste. You could find that.
Do you think it's also like a cover-up on
no.
what it's truly being spent
look,
on?
these people are so brazen. It's in the bill, but they believe that we're too stupid to go read the bill. So Fox News did the complete study of Rand Paul's study, and they did the report. So go check it out. It is on Fox. For some reason, I thought that was on Breitbart, but it's not on Breitbart. Walking pneumonia is making a huge comeback. So RSV, SARS, walking pneumonia everywhere. Kids, adults, everywhere. So, Tom, they didn't tell you have walking pneumonia, did
No,
they?
I don't have no walking pneumonia.
Oh, your lungs are good?
Yeah, my lungs are good.
Good. I'm glad. I'm sure your A1C was good on Friday, too.
They didn't take that. There wasn't time for that.
You're awesome. You are. Santa Fe police arrest a suspect accused of attempted homicide. What the hell? You know, Santa Fe used to be one of those communities where they didn't have a whole bunch of crime. 16-year-old charged in that case. What the hell's the matter with people? And Donald Trump's net worth. What do you think his net worth is?
Oh, goodness.
I'm going to say $300 million.
$300 million?
That's it?
No, is he in the billionaire club?
No,
he's
more.
underneath
He's in
it.
the billionaire club.
Is
No,
he?
he's in the billion. His net worth went up $3.6 billion this year.
After all those jury
Billion.
trials. and
Now,
everything?
look, he's not going to accept any pay
Right.
Again,
for presidency.
he didn't the first time.
He didn't.
Yeah. So everybody wants to clown Donald Trump over Truth Social, but his 60% stake made him a lot of money.
Yeah.
He is now this year his net worth is $6.1 billion.
Oh.
His net worth this year went up $3.6 billion. You can clown him all you want.
Yeah.
He about to be
He just
told.
paid $3 billion in 1 year.
Wow.
1 year. And by the way, going through all those lawsuits in 1 year. Looks like many families very, very upset with Joe Biden, but one family of a murdered South Carolina woman was shocked and angry that Joe Biden granted clemency to the murder of their daughter's This guy that murdered their daughter, he's not going to be on death row. Katie Skeen was murdered in 2017. And they're very, very upset. Very upset. I would be too.
They should.
I would be too. Yeah, I'd be too. Legendary mascot of the Texas Longhorns. Tom, what is the mascot and the name of the mascot?
Bevo.
And what is the mascot?
Bevo is the
But
Longhorn.
what is the mascot?
He's a Texas Longhorn.
There you go.
What
Will
about him?
not be at Saturday's game.
Why? I always like to ask why.
They just said that the Peach Bowl organizers believe that Bevo is just too big.
Well,
So they don't believe there's enough room on the sideline at the Peach Bowl. So
Now, where's the Peach
Bevo
Bowl gonna
will
be
be
at?
staying home.
Where do you
And,
think the Peach Bowl is, Tom?
Florida?
Georgia.
Yeah, Peach. Yes, Peach Bowl, Florida. Dang.
What are they doing playing in that bowl?
That's
Shouldn't they be in the Sugar Bowl?
Why would they be in the Sugar Bowl?
That's the major bowl right there.
The Peach Bowl
Peach
is
Bowl
also
is a major bowl.
It's not like it's the New Mexico
but
Bowl.
not the Peach Bowl in Florida. The major bowl is the Peach Bowl in Georgia.
Well, which the Peach State?
Well, there you go. See,
No, what is the Peach State?
Texas,
Georgia.
Jesus, Marion. Warren Buffett. Tom, who is Warren Buffett?
he is a rich old boy.
One of the richest men in America?
Yeah,
I really thought you were going to say
Berkshire
Buffet.
Hathaway. Did you see
Yes.
the home this guy lives in? The same home that he built in the 70s?
Yep.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Really?
He drives a 10-year-old Cadillac.
Yep.
Wow.
Beat up pickup truck.
I just said a 10-year-old Cadillac. Thanks for listening to
But
the
also
show.
a beat up,
Appreciate it.
also a beat up pickup truck.
He does not drive a pickup truck. That was Sam Dam Walton.
Oh, that was Sam.
Sam damn London.
It's in the neighborhood.
It is not.
Anyway, he
Different
wrote a
states.
letter. His holding company has close to $1 trillion.
Yeah.
Wow.
I believe that.
And he's 94 years old. And he announced that he is donating around $1.1 billion of his Berkshire shares to his family of 4 foundations.
Wow.
And said that his 3 children would be responsible for,
Doling out the cash.
doling out the cash.
Yeah.
I mean, that's so much money. And his kids are already wealthy. That's a lot of money to give away. Over $1 trillion. Cher. In her brand new book that just came out, said that she filed for divorce 9 days after their marriage, Greg Olman.
Yeah, I remember.
But in that 9 days, she got pregnant.
They ain't sure did.
Was it him?
Yeah. Well, supposedly the kid's got his name. I don't know.
Yeah.
But kind of crazy. In 9 days.
Has he had a sex change too?
Greg
A
Allman?
Greg
No.
Olman has been dead. And I don't know about Elijah Blue. That was the name of the kid, if I'm not mistaken. Crazy.
Her first daughter was a girl, and then she turned into a boy.
I don't
Cher?
think that was her first daughter. Maybe it was.
I don't know.
Her name, Tom, back in the day, was Chaz.
Yeah.
And then she transitioned to the name Chaz.
Yeah.
See, it fits both of them. Chaz and Chaz. You got a problem with Chaz?
Well, no. I mean, they usually go the other way around, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know how you do that, Tom. If you're a woman, how you become a guy. I don't know, how the surgery works. but
They create an appendage out of other
Yes.
skin and
Oh.
things.
see, Blake, that's why I allow you to do that, because I'd have probably said something totally inappropriate, but that's just me.
He has no
Hey,
filters.
we're going to get to the boob of the day coming up next. Morning show being brought to you by Atlas Makeup Mirror. Look, if the love of your life was disappointed on Christmas Day, she's disappointed because she didn't get that Atlas Makeup Mirror. That I think that you can still save money with the code right now, W105. Go try it at least and get her the Atlas Makeup Mirror. Look, Reba McEntire's got the Atlas Makeup Mirror. Mandrell Sisters. Tom A's got the Atlas Makeup Mirror. And look, guys, it's a grooming tool. It's a grooming tool. And you're going to be able to use that also. Now, if you already have the Atlas Makeup Mirror, but you use that on the road a whole bunch, you want the one that mounts on the wall, they can accommodate that. Not a problem. Give Rebecca a call today. She's got them wrapped up right now still, I bet. 575-631-3189. Just go to the website. Try the code word this morning, atlasmakeupmirror.com. Follow them Facebook, Instagram. Check out the website, atlasmakeupmirror.com. Tom in the text, boob of the day up next. Blake.
John in Pyote is asking, Cher is still alive? Yeah, she's still alive. And the only language Tom can speak in is buffet, says another texter. Monica?
We had elk and orc steaks for our traditional Christmas meal.
Right on.
Everyone is waiting 3 days after Christmas to get the 75% off Tommy special to get him a gift.
That's what I always say. Yeah.
Including that fruitcake from 1967.
And I actually got 5 presents from the wife and I only got her one thing, but I just didn't have time to shop and procrastinated ordering her presents. So now she's going to go getting some late Christmas presents for the next couple of months. Yeah, get the 75% off. Do what I always do. Get more stuff.
That's why you're still married.
Who are you buying for at 75% off?
Don't know yet. I'm going to get some fruitcake.
For yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tom asked his wife for some new Big O cheetah print thongs.
Say that again.
That you asked your wife for some new Big O cheetah print thongs.
What wife?
And my wife got me the book, a complete book to rebuild civilization. If you haven't seen it and you like books, it is super awesome. The illustrations are amazing. So it's called The Book?
Yep.
All right.
And good morning. You know, Metallica is playing in the area over there by El Paso. And this texter says, for what you had for Christmas, well, I had some asado, says the texter. By the way, speaking of, I found a new buffet in Hobbs when I was shopping.
I don't want to hear about something you're not supposed to be eating anyway.
I didn't know what was there, and I just kind of smelled it.
You addict.
Is this the one from the other day that you were telling about?
This was a brand new one.
Oh, okay.
I found a new one.
So.
Beyonce's sister is way hotter than her. You know, I'll say they are equally hot. Mitchell from Lubbock chimed in and said Foxy Cleopatra was Beyonce in Austin
Yeah,
Powers.
baby.
And I hate you all equally. He says, I literally gained 5 pounds. That's all I got for Christmas.
Allah.
Says the texter.
Tom, the women that become men have a surgery called
Be careful. I haven't looked at it. Be careful.
Oh, yeah. It sounds nasty. So leave it alone.
Yeah, dude.
I was going to try to say it without saying that.
Nope.
Addicted to me.
Yeah.
Hey, B, that surgery is called...
Same thing.
No. Don't say it. Don't say it. Kevin?
Kevin,
Yeah,
that's it for the text
I
line.
don't even want to know what it's called. I don't.
No.
All right, boob of the day this morning at 8:48, being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics, medical professionals on staff, living in pain. What do you have to lose? I mean, serious. They got you hopped up on the pain pills. They're telling you need to burn the nerves. I've been through it all. None of it works. I can tell you this much. For me, ozone therapy is the most relief I have gotten ever in the past 30 years. They also have the cryotherapy chamber, and they offer stem cell therapy, and they offer testosterone replacement therapy. Guys, if you are old, and look, it's not even guys that are old. There are guys in their 30s going on testosterone replacement. There are guys on their 30s when they get their report, it's under 300.
No.
Go get your blood work done. Find out what is going on. If your libido is down, if your get up and go is down, if the woman in your life is complaining, go talk to them at Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. And ladies, if you're going through menopause or having hormonal issues, 575-964-8025, Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics, proud sponsor of the Boob of the Day.
So a Minnesota delivery driver was busted for auto theft because she wrote in her diary that she, quote, totally stole a car today.
What?
Yeah, that's what the police said. Her name is Vanessa Guerrero. She's 30, of Mantaco. She pinned the brain dead confessional on August the 12th, the same day as the van she had swiped and resold for parts. Yeah, during the investigation, an officer allegedly found her journal, which blabs about the vehicle heist in a tone that was pretty fit for a ladies' brunch. Totally stole a car today. Something I never thought of doing, it said. She wrote that in her journal entry. And then the sheriff's office says, it went on to say, effing super freaking about it. Now, Guerrero, who recently worked as a DoorDash driver, allegedly sold that 2004 Ford Freestar van for $2,000 at a scrap and salvage business in Blue Earth County, close to where she was. Workers in the auto salvage business told the cops they recognized her as the person who sold them that stolen ride. And when contacted by the investigator, she denied knowing that the vehicle was stolen. She was charged with receiving stolen property and theft and has reportedly been convicted of driving with a suspended license and driving without insurance in the past. And Kevin, that is the Boob of the Day.
Boob of the Day being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. Check them out today. We got to take a break. We're coming right back. We're going to talk about a man arrested for a 2022 hit and run death of an elderly woman. We'll talk about that in Bernalillo County. Looks like they had to wake up a driver. Tom, you weren't in Bernalillo County, huh?
No, I mean, that wasn't me, brother.
Yeah, that wasn't you. So they woke up a guy. And the world's oldest crocodile. How old is the world's oldest crocodile? Tom, take a guess.
Be about 200 years old.
200?
I'm gonna say about, maybe.
I was gonna go with 90.
Or like
So
110.
I'll give you the answer. You might be surprised how old this thing is. We'll talk about that and more. It's coming up next. We're W105 News this morning being brought to you by A Custom Construction and Roofing and insured specialist, licensed, bonded, and insured, ready to go to work for you with any construction project or a roofing project. 30 years of experience in the business. They have the A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau for 30 years. Call Dwayne Pinnock today, a guy that you can trust. 575-318-9725. Warning you about the unlicensed out-of-town contractors. Man, when they are gone, that warranty is gone also. 8:53, we're coming back. We're being the Breakfast Club, W105.
MTD Radio News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Get the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases of the oil field process, Stone Oilfield Services has a fleet of over 60 trucks and a workforce of over 100 employees. From water transport to kill and vac truck operations, flowback services and pit filling to the clean out of rigs and tanks, as well as oiling and acidizing, Stone Oilfield believes in getting the job done right every time. Their central motto, do what you say you can do. Call them today at 575-396-1840. That's 396-1840.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. A delay in federal protections for the Pinyon Jay, a bird native to the forests of southern New Mexico, has led to a lawsuit filed in federal district court by environmentalists. Defenders of Wildlife filed a notice of its intent to sue the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service in October, calling for an endangered species listing on the jay and arguing its numbers dwindled perilously in recent decades. The suit was filed December 11th in U.S. District Court for the District of Colorado and came 2 years after the organization filed a petition asking for the listing and 7 months after the federal agency released its National Domestic Listing Work Plan, saying a decision on whether or not to list the bird would not come out until 2028. A team of New Mexican students made a name for themselves in the world of robotics after finishing second in a regional tournament in Dallas. This year, a team of 8 students from the organization took on schools across New Mexico and Texas in a battle to see who could build the best robot, have the best presentation, and create an informative engineering book. They called themselves the Rio Rancho Community Team. A total of 73 teams competed in the tournament, with the Rio Rancho Community Team taking second place overall. In addition to placing second overall, the team also placed first in exhibit design and construction and third for software design. And Guy and Angie Johnson with Double J Border Collies are offering a stock dog training clinic coming up 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. January 4th and 5th in Artesia. If you have a working Border Collie you'd like to train on sheep or cattle, this clinic's for you. And it's open to all herding dogs, whether your dog is just starting out or you're working cattle every day. Topics that will be covered include introducing dogs to livestock, how to work with instead of against your dog, and how to progress your training. And sheep and cattle are available. For more information, text or call Angie Johnson at 541-620-2828. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
In need of a tow? Those don't have to be dirty words. At Lee County Roadside, they have been offering friendly and knowledgeable service for 20 years. From light to heavy duty, there's nothing they can't tow. And with 24-hour availability, there's no time they can't tow it. Don't make a bad day worse by choosing the wrong tow company. Lee County Roadside, the good guys to call in a bad situation. For 24-hour service, call 575-392-3223 or locate them at 7401 North Del Paso, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Like Lee County Roadside on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.
Ho ho! Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyotathon. So, Jan, got any red Tacomas?
Yeah, we have a great selection of vehicles, including Tacomas.
After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida.
Did you say Florida? Can the elves and I go too?
Dealer inventory may vary. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Visit Permian Toyota in Hobbs today. Toyota, let's go places.
I'm heading out to catch a game with my friends. I don't want to die.
It's girls' night out. I don't want to die.
We're going to my son's house for dinner. I don't want to die.
Too many innocent victims die because of drunk driving. The senseless loss of life must stop. It's up to you to end DWI. This message brought to you by NMDOT.
Has work been rough? Start the new year off right with a new job. The Soaring Society of America has an immediate full-time opening for an experienced accounting person. Knowledge in Business Central preferred but not required. If this sounds like you, the Soaring Society of America team would love to hear from you. Please contact Denise at 575-390-1291. That's 575-390-1291.
This is Rhonda Romack of Destiny Real Estate, where our business is built on dreams and imagination. Right now, the Lincoln County real estate market has more buyers than sellers. What does that mean? It means that the local market of inventory of houses and ranches is low, but we have plenty of buyers ready and willing to purchase properties. So if you've been considering putting something on the market, it's a good time to get top dollar for your investment. Telephone my team of seasoned professionals at 575-257-3000. That's Rhonda Romack of Destiny Real Estate, online at rudoso-nm.com.
Everybody get up.
In the who's who of radio, we're a what?
And who are you?
Be in the Breakfast Club, 877-396-W105. Call or text.
Nothing about that show makes sense.
No, back to the show.
Coffee kind of make me nervous when I drink it.
It is another day in paradise. We are B and the Breakfast Club, always keeping you updated with everything going on. Looks like the liberals on MSNBC lost their mind, and like they always lose their mind. And it looks like they're very, very upset that the Republicans have said that in 3 months, this continuing resolution might have a problem. By that time, Elon Musk and Ramaswamy might be able to get a handle on things. We'll see about that. Ramaswamy did speak about the federal government. Things like the ATF and the IRS, are they absolute? Here's what he had to say about them.
President has sole authority to set the HR policies of the federal government. When an agency should not exist, we can go down the list: the U.S. Department of Education, the FBI, the IRS, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, the ATF. We'll go straight down the list. When those agencies should not exist, I will not make you a false promise. I don't think you should believe any politician who does to say that we'll reform that agency. Once it's come into existence, it's a creature of its own. It's its own Leviathan. You cannot tame that beast, but you can kill it. You can shut it down. And I think that is, again, something that the U.S. president is constitutionally empowered to do.
Blake, your thoughts?
I agree. I simply agree. It is well past time for someone to rein in these agencies that are beasts unto themselves. The IRS is a perfect example of that. Everyone is afraid of the IRS. If you ever get audited and you go in there and you have to meet with an IRS agent, they have another IRS law enforcement agent.
Yep.
That's what they call it, who will also be in the room with you. And that person is only in there to intimidate you because they will wear their gun and everything.
Really?
Yeah. I actually had a buddy of mine that got thrown in jail, and the IRS never got off his track because he simply, what he did, this is what during the oil bust in Louisiana, and he simply took out a .38 and put it on the desk when they walked in, and they said that he was trying to intimidate them. They called the sheriff, and he said, "How can I intimidate somebody? I never pointed the gun at anybody. Right. I just put it on the desk." So years later, he moved. He lost everything.
Yep.
He lost. I mean, this guy was a millionaire. He lost everything. Moved to Colorado, and ran ski shops for his girlfriend.
Wow.
Everything was in his girlfriend's name.
Well, and you have to remember, the IRS has their own court system.
Yeah.
Like it's outside the jurisdiction of the U.S. court system.
And you might think that 7 years, they came after him after 7 years.
Oh, yeah.
But the key is everything was in his girlfriend's name and nothing was in his name.
There are smart ways to do things.
And so they couldn't take anything away from them. All right, this is one of your favorite people, Blake, Teresa Legger Fernandez. And I will let me set this up by saying
cultural appropriation.
She has on a Indian Native American necklace.
Sure. There's no culture she won't try to appropriate.
Oh, no. She will hijack every damn culture. But listen to this woman wishing you a Merry Christmas. She did an awesome job, by the way.
I'm Congresswoman Teresa Ledger Fernandez, representing the beautifully diverse and beautiful 3rd Congressional District of Nuevo Mexico, wishing you Feliz Navidad. New Mexico has such rich traditions that feed our souls and nourish our energy, from La Posadas to Hanukkah to feast days. As we celebrate the season of love, know that all of these traditions make us the beautiful state that we are. Prospero Año Nuevo.
She's a white lady.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So if you marry a Hispanic person, that does not make you Hispanic.
Nope.
Well, she got some Mexican in her. That's what it was.
Not anymore. She doesn't. He died.
Oh, he died.
That's funny. I don't care who you are, Tom.
Well, maybe.
I'm just saying. Yeah, she has no problem hijacking anybody's culture.
She wants people
She's
to
a little
think
bit of this,
she
a little
is.
bit of that.
She wants people to think she's Native American and Hispanic.
Sure.
Yeah,
She's
and
a
she's
white
not.
lady.
That's right.
She's white.
Yep.
She's a white chick. It's like Tom speaking Spanish. Oh, wait. He's supposed to know Spanish. Oh, what the hell am I talking
Well,
about?
he actually has the ancestry. She doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah. So, God bless her. God bless her. Can we get somebody to run against her? Somebody that
Please.
can actually win?
Beat her, yeah.
Please. Her and Stansbury, Marty Heinrich, the whole boatload of them. Can we get them gone? Can they just be gone?
Well, you would have to get the state party to come together for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that
Well,
happened.
we need somebody that can actually defeat them.
Well, you can. You just got to pick the right candidate. And the right candidate has to be willing to run.
Yeah.
And the party has to back that candidate.
That there lies the problem. Maybe. That could be the problem.
Well, I mean, it's
All
the,
right.
reason, it's the reason we didn't get a new governor.
Yeah.
Because the party didn't back our candidate for governor, and so he lost.
But he did come the closest.
He did.
In many, many years.
But you had someone who, for whatever reason, wouldn't back their party's nominee.
Well, the Republican Party, with new leadership now, needs to
Sorta
come
new
together and get her done.
Sort of new leadership.
Well,
Sorta.
it is new leadership, so we'll give them the we'll give them the we'll give them the credit until they prove us wrong.
Right. Let's hope she can do it.
I'm hoping. Looks like Santa Fe police arrest a suspect accused of attempted homicide. Santa Fe man, a very extensive criminal history, is in trouble again. 50-year-old Joseph Gonzalez arrested again for attempted homicide. World's oldest living crocodile. Tom, what did you say? How old was the
200
crocodile?
years.
How old?
200.
Well, that's not what you said the first time I asked
did
that.
too.
No, I think that's what he said, 200.
Did he?
Yeah.
It's actually 124 years old.
Well, that's in the
I said 90.
In South Africa.
Man. That's a lot of people he's eating.
Well, I mean, it goes to show that, you know, what does a crocodile eat, Tom?
Eats meat.
Eat meat. See, there you go. That was my point.
Lots of fish and turtles and things like that, Tom. Why did you go right to the people?
Well, if you go to the lake and you drink the water, the crocodile sees you, he'll eat you.
Yes.
Have you ever gone to a lake?
Or whatever, riverbed or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Now, are crocodiles saltwater?
Yes.
Some of them are. They're called saltwater crocodiles. But not all crocodiles are saltwater.
We got a phone call, B.
Yeah, please get me out of here.
Good morning. You're on B in the Breakfast Club. Who's calling this morning?
Oh, they're gone.
They're gone. All right, well.
Well, God bless you.
Sorry, B.
God bless you. So the crocodile, 124 years old. Man, that's an old crocodile.
Mm-hmm.
Very old.
As Tom says, he's eaten lots of people.
Yeah. I mean, he's eaten a lot of people. Don't fall in the water. Looks like 5 in custody after a suspected human smuggling ring in San Diego, California. Tom, you've been to San Diego
Yes,
before.
I have several times.
So would you see any human smuggling going on there?
No, I didn't get close to the border.
You didn't go close to the border. May I ask why not?
I didn't want them to smuggle me.
Why would they want to smuggle you? They have to be able to make money off of the person.
Well, there you go.
How would they make money off of you?
They want to smuggle me. I mean, yeah.
First of all, you take up way too much damn room. I'm just not believing they want to smuggle you.
I'm hard
But
working.
anyway, Border Patrol has arrested 5 people.
You know where all the buffets
What?
are.
Yes.
What did
Oh,
you say? You
Tom,
said
that
you're
was
hardworking?
I'm hardworking.
He's
When?
hardworking. He can tell them where all the buffets are. He's, good
Yeah,
with kids. He knows lots of sports.
Oh, yeah. Looks like the majority of Americans still are paying off their credit card debt from last Christmas. Isn't that sad? 68% of Americans still have debt, Christmas debt, from last year. And bad news if you were thinking about retiring and you were counting on Social Security. Social Security full retirement age is set to increase in 2025. What does that mean? That Social Security, you used to be able to retire when you were 62.
Yes.
Well, you'll still be able to do that. You just won't reach your full retirement age until later, which
67.
means you can't claim full benefits
Right.
until later.
Gotcha.
No,
It's gonna be 72.
I thought it might not be this round, but I know the minimum retirement age is going up. It might not be until
Not this
2030, but I don't remember.
going
I
up
thought
to
it was
70?
this. Yeah, and you would retire at 70.
Wow.
Now, can Trump change all that?
No, I think it moves from 62 to I think it goes up in year increments.
Okay.
Then it goes
All right.
63, 64, 65, something like that. I'll have to look back into it. I haven't seen it in a few months, and I got.
But I mean, it's crazy that the rest of the world, you retire in your 50s and 60s.
Yep.
Not in America. We're trying to make you work till you die.
Well, yeah. Why would we want to pay you anything?
And one more story, and then we'll take a break. It looks like the Eagles Hall of Famer, Bill Bergey,
Yes.
passed away at the age of 79,
Oh,
battling
man.
a long-time battle with cancer. Played from 74 to 80 with the Eagles, and he's a Hall of Famer.
Yes, he's a Hall of Famer.
So,
By the way,
he
speaking
passed.
of the Eagles, Lamar Jackson yesterday passed Michael Vick for the all-time quarterback rushing leader. He now has over 6,000 yards rushing in his career.
So who do you think is going to be the rookie of the year
I'm going to say that old boy from Washington.
from Washington? That old boy. Can we say that nowadays? Old boy.
Well, yeah.
You can if you're a racist and a sexist.
I mean, old boy.
Oh boy.
But I didn't say it like he would say racist.
Oh,
like,
yes, you did. You said that old boy.
well, it could be anything. Like, it's that old boy over there.
Yeah, that's my point. Thank you.
So, Daniels is his name, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Yes. The guy, Bo Nix, would be number 2, but Jaden Daniels has got like 700 yards, almost 1,000 yards rushing.
Man.
By the end of the season, we'll have probably 1,000 yards rushing along with the passes. So, all right, we're going to talk about a pro-Palestinian activist stormed the court at a basketball game. They just keep doing what they do. We'll get to that and more coming up. It's 9:13. Wrap up the text.
Teresa Ledger Fernandez speaks Spanish as good as Tom, and both are liberals. I think she's Tom's cousin, says Trucker Gary.
Could be.
They could sell Tom by the ton, and they could make money that way, says Smokey in Arizona.
Another one said it would take a dump truck.
Chop him up and party him out.
Another one said it would take a dump truck to try to smuggle Tom in, says a texter. And if someone tried to smuggle Tom, he would tell them he's retired, says another texter.
Yes. And ask for the location of the closest buffet.
And I hate you equally, says Tom. Have you been dipping into Russ's stash this morning? Says Dexter. Nope.
That's funny. I have a white aunt that married my Mexican uncle. She claims to be Mexican by injection. Listen,
you got my joke.
Oh, over the weekend, like I told Patrick, why do I keep calling it the weekend over the holiday? I told Patrick, I said, welcome to like Mexican, like officially being a part of a Mexican family. There's just things we do like kind of foreign to some, but I mean, yeah. So he's like, yeah, I consider myself half Mexican now. Anthony from Roswell said, I just started the testosterone replacement. I'm 36 and I'm starting to feel in my 20s again.
There you
go.
Wow. That's awesome. Go ahead, Tom. There's like one left.
All right. Well, let me.
Oh, no, never mind. Don't read that.
No.
Yeah, that one's a cochinada.
Yeah. There you go. We ran out of them.
We're good.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get updated with news. We'll come back. Good news of the day on the way. News this morning being brought to you by Fens and Artesia. Happy New Year. They've got the meat specials going on right now, like New York strip steaks, $6.99 a pound. Also, the boneless pork loin, $1.99 a pound. Spare ribs, just $1.88 a pound. And fryer drumsticks, our thighs, 99 cents a pound. They also have ice cream, Blue Ribbon ice cream at just $4.98 a pound. Iced tea, $1.98 for a gallon, plus many, many other specials. If you're looking for deli specials, they've got you covered. Also, always special deals in the produce department. And if you're looking to for some refreshments, they've got Coke, Dr. Pepper, Sprite. They've got many, many other flavors. 12-pack, 12-ounce cans, 2 for just $11. And many, many specials in the liquor department. Find the flyer for more information and keep up with what's going on at Fens in Artesia. Taking a break. We're B and the Breakfast Club. We're coming right back. Good news of the day up next, W105.
News. I'm Gianna Gelosi. Some aviation experts and Ukrainian officials are blaming Russia for the Azerbaijan Airlines plane crash that left 38 people dead.
The Wall Street Journal reporting that an aviation security firm believes the flight was likely shot down by a Russian military air defense system after it evaluated the footage of the crash, damage to the aircraft, and recent military activity.
That's Fox's Chanley Painter. A Kremlin spokesperson says it would be wrong to speculate on the cause of the crash until the investigation concludes. A somber 20-year anniversary in countries along the Indian Ocean.
We can never forget what happened on that black day, the 26th of December 2004.
That's when more than 250,000 people across 17 countries were killed by a massive tsunami. America's listening to Fox News.
Attention, if you drive a car, then this message is for you. Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan is clearing the lot. That's right, all the 2024s need to go to make room for the 2025s. The managers have been instructed to move the 2024s at all costs. Their loss is your gain. Don't wait, don't hesitate. Now's the time to save big. No offer will be turned away. Save up to 20% off select units. Interest rates as low as 0%, and all cars come with the Danny Kelly's guaranteed lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, remember, they'll beat any Texas deal or they'll go get it for free. But you got to get down to Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan now. The new year is right around the corner, and these deals won't last forever. If you've got a car you're driving now, they'll even pay off that loan when you make a deal. 'Tis the season to upgrade yourself into that newer, nicer car today. Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan is clearing the lots. It's the final push to 2025, and these deals are ready to be hung under your tree. Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan, 701 West Navajo Drive in Hobbs.
Year-end clearance starts now at National Furniture Liquidators. Inventory levels must be reduced before the end of the fiscal year. Our loss is your gain. Stylish 4-piece bedroom, just $4.94. Ashley sofa and love seat, just $5.97 both pieces. Table, 4 chairs and bench, just $3.85. Plus much more. Store-wide savings now and great financing options regardless of your credit. Year-end clearance at National Furniture Liquidators. When it comes to value, quality, and selection, nobody beats Sutherland's.
Sutherland's of Carlsbad is here for all your home improvement and DIY projects. Visit Sutherland's.com for how-to tips and guides. Skip the hassle. Buy online and pick up in-store for free at 2101 South Canal in Carlsbad. From hardware, lumber, cabinets, and plywood to fencing, power tools, and furniture, Sutherland's has what you need for the job, plus great financing options. Sutherland's, helping Americans build it better since 1917.
Eat, shop, stay, and play in Hobbs during the 65th annual Hobbs Holiday Basketball Tournament. Thursday, December 26th through Saturday, the 28th. Help welcome teams from all over New Mexico and Texas to the Ralph Tasker Arena at Hobbs High. Purchase advance tickets online at hobbsschools.net/athletics/tickets. The Hobbs Holiday Tournament is sponsored by the Hobbs Chamber of Commerce and Hobbs Municipal Schools, and paid for by Hobbs Lodgers Tax.
Graduating seniors. If you are a Lee County Electric Cooperative member or one of their dependents, have either taken your ACT or your SATs, and plan to be a full-time student at an accredited college or university, you can now apply for the Lee County Electric Education Foundation Scholarship. Apply by the end of the day on January 17th, 2025. You can apply with your school's counselor online at lcecnet.com/scholarship-program or visit your local Lee County Electric Cooperative office.
Are your holiday hopes dashed? Did gambling drain your extra cash? Don't despair. Call someone who cares. PeopleWorks New Mexico provides counseling and financial coaching free of charge to those facing difficulties due to gambling. They help you get your life back on track. Gambling should be fun, but can be devastating for some. Call PeopleWorks New Mexico at 505-990-4186. That's 505-990-4186. Or email peopleworksnm@gmail.com to give a gift back to yourself.
Bob's Ridgeway wants to say Merry Christmas with big seasonal savings and more than 150 sale items this week. All of your Christmas candies, from the candy-filled canes, peppermint canes, the Queen Anne cherries, down to the nice chocolate stir sticks, all on special this week. Big Christmas savings in your grocery aisle. From Boston butt pork shoulder, $1.59 a pound, to the Hormel party trays, the big 28 ounces, just $12.99. Cape Crevel cooked shrimp, the 3140s big 1 pound bag, just $5.99. Savings on deli lunch meats, jalapeno peppers, graham cracker crust. Get Haas avocados too for $3. More than 150 big sale items to bring in the season at Bob's Ridgeway. 906 West Avenue D in Lovington, where your grocery dollar always goes farther.
Be in the Breakfast Club, harassing the world courtesy of a bad childhood.
Take the children and get them out of here.
Call or text now, 877-396-W105 to talk to Be in the Breakfast Club.
What I say is what I say.
Should be interesting. Tom, how many days left before Donald Trump taking office?
Well, today is December the 26th, plus 5. That's 27 days.
Plus 5.
Tom's impeccable math skills on display.
Figure out how the hell he gets to that.
Yep. The last 5 days of the year. Then.
But you forgot to carry the 1.
Days. Yes.
Not plus not plus not.
And carry the 1.
Yeah, carry the 1.
Times 5.
Yeah, I think you're on to something.
Couldn't be any sooner. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I think you're onto it.
I think people are already listening to him, donating to the inauguration fund.
I mean,
He's already in power, if you ask me.
Well,
yeah, he's close.
Sort of.
Morning show this morning being brought to you by our buddies at the Twin Wells Fuel Station. If you're driving this morning on 128, need fuel, exit Buck Jackson Road, go down 2.75 miles and fill her up. They sell unleaded green diesel, red diesel, DEF value. They're open to the public, and they accept all credit cards, debit cards, and fleet cards. Open 24/7. Check them out today, right off of 128 on Buck Jackson Road. Tom on the text, if you would.
All right, let's get back to the text this morning.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Quit wasting time.
There's actually not very many. Little John from Pyote, Texas. Do y'all say Pyote or Payote?
Pyote.
Pyote. Okay. Because I've heard I would say Pyote, but my parents or my mom, she's from Pecos, and they would always say Peyote. So then they say like Payote for short. Anyways, doesn't matter. What did you try to send? Why'd you send that in, John? You just sent in your name, Little John from Pyote? And that's it.
That's it.
It's a slow text morning.
Well, God bless. God bless. I guess it's all on me.
People are off.
Looks like a pro-Palestinian activist stormed the basketball court during a game with the Israeli team. These people will never stop. Never stop. And then you got the Pope trying to act like, kids were shot down in Gaza. Just not true. Did you see that Jelly Roll's been taking some heat over his moment he had with Donald Trump at a UFC event?
No, what's the deal with him?
Well, Donald Trump.
I remember seeing them together.
Yeah. And people are acting like, it's a terrible deal that Jelly Roll is a sellout. Look, Jelly Roll has a message that the message is pretty simple, that there are lots of people dying from fentanyl overdoses. Mm-hmm. That's near and dear to his heart. And I think he can work with the Trump administration on helping that situation. And Tom, he's also fighting obesity. Dude has lost 100 pounds.
Yeah.
I know what that's like. I lost 223
just like
pounds.
the last couple.
When did you lose 223 pounds? Every time we talk about this, the number goes up.
423 when I arrived in Roswell in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago was that? Because if it's longer than 2 years, it doesn't count.
By the time I left Ruidoso or went to Ruidoso, it was 260.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then COVID hit, and then I gained my weight back.
Yeah, that COVID.
COVID did not hit in
COVID
2008.
makes you gain weight. I don't know if you knew that, Blake. COVID makes you gain weight.
Well, I couldn't exercise. They closed all the gyms and everything else. So, thank you, Michelle Lujan Grisham.
Yes, because you couldn't get out and walk.
It's too cold
like
to walk in
most people
Ruidoso in
did.
December.
Yeah, most people did that. You could just get out,
COVID
walk.
didn't happen until the spring of 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't do nothing.
So, you're talking March, April, May.
So let me get this right, because I understand our governor is she's a freak. But did Michelle Lujan Grisham tie you up? Tell me where she touched you, Tom. Tell me where she touched you. Can we get the doll in here?
Well, she's known for that stuff,
Tom, could you show me where she touched you? Show me where she touched you, big guy. It's going to be okay. One more story. Looks like John Benet Ramsey. You remember that case?
It's been 30-something years already with her, yeah.
Do you know they've never been able to sell that home? I mean, who would want to move into that home?
Right.
Oh, wow.
Who do you think good it'd be?
You think it was a mom?
Oh, yeah.
Who's dead? Well, John Benet Ramsey's father plans an important meeting with the Boulder police chief.
Mm-hmm.
and a DNA lab representative. John Ramsey reflects on the 28 years since his 6-year-old daughter was murdered on December 26, 1996. So you actually think it's the mom?
I don't
I think so. I think she may have been a little off, and John Bonet
Maybe jealous?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Huh.
I
You don't think somebody broke in and did it?
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
but that ransom note they found they couldn't match the signature up with her mother. It didn't match.
No,
Well, this is coming from the same guy. By the way, wait, I forgot to mention this. I did start watching the whole, what's the series, Tom? The Netflix specials on the Menendez brothers.
Yep.
Dude, they did it.
Oh, I never said they didn't do it.
So you think they should get out of jail because their father molested them?
That's a different era. I think they should have.
Think every murderer that had a bad childhood, they should be let out of
that
jail.
evidence was never. Now you're going apples and oranges again.
No. I'm serious. I'm serious. So anybody that had a tough life should be let out of jail.
Nah.
Apples and oranges.
According to Tom A., yes.
That kind
Dude,
of stuff.
They did it, and they were crazy as bat doo-doo.
Well, yeah, I mean, all those years of rage, and they killed them. They just couldn't control themselves.
They couldn't control themselves. So let's let them out, because, I mean, what pushed them over the limit? The one that had to have a toupee? That pushed him up. I can't believe I got bad hair out of this. That pushed him over the limit. All right, Blake, let's get to the good news of the day, being brought to you by Herschel Rust and Hayes, Avenue D in Lovington, 575-396-0513. Home, auto, life insurance, commercial insurance, Herschel Rust and Hayes. And by the way, Blake, I wish I could have those 2 hours back watching that series. I really do. What a waste of time. The guilty is sin. Right. Good news.
So, believing that books save lives, international best-selling author James Patterson is taking the reins for dozens of American booksellers this year and giving their employees a $500 holiday bonus. Now, that donation total is about $300,000 this season among 600 different bookshops. And a retired couple amusingly recreated their friend's Christmas card photo every year by posing in a place of their young children, many times behind a child's hot cocoa or lemonade stand. 68-year-old Carol and 72-year-old Michael Whalen started the tradition after receiving a greeting card showing their pals, then 1-year-old son in his toy car. And they've been doing it ever since, and that kid is now over 5. And 39-year-old Brian Clegg says he has struggled with weight his whole life. At his heaviest, he weighed 409 pounds and endured significant pain just walking around. He described himself as a stress eater, and he would often relegate meal times to a bag of fast food or sugary snacks.
Oui.
But years of suffering the consequences of overeating, a poor diet, and sedentary life couldn't compare to the disappointment he felt on a trip to Coney Island when they wouldn't let him ride the roller coaster because of his size. So this year, he made it his mission to shed the weight and has since lost 135 pounds in 11 months. Mostly just by cutting out the sugar and the fast food and starting an exercise program, even though it was only 5 minutes a day. And now he gets to ride the roller coaster at Coney Island.
Aww.
And Kevin,
so how did he lose the weight?
He did it mostly by cutting out sugar, fast food, and starting about a 5-minute a day exercise program at the gym.
Wow. I'm blown away.
And that's your good news of the day. 135 pounds, 11 months.
Wow.
232, 5 years.
Every time. See, just a second ago was 223.
It took you 5 years to lose that?
Yeah, that's a lot of weight, man.
Every year the number goes up.
And yet COVID.
COVID. Yes. That will make you gain weight.
Yes.
For most people, it made them lose weight. But yeah, I'm sure with you, it made you gain weight. All right, Tradio is coming up next. We'll be back tomorrow morning for another fun-filled Friday edition of Beyond the Breakfast Club. News this morning being brought to you by Roach Air Conditioning and Heating, your choice for your next HVAC job. 575-631-1999. Call Roach Air Conditioning and Heating today. We'd love to chat with you. The air conditioner is not working. Heater's not working. Call Enrique. 575-631-1999 today. We'll see you tomorrow. It's already 9:30. Time for Tradio.
MTD Radio News.